Hey, want to hear something great? Right now at Wendy's, you can get 2 of the #1 selling bacon cheeseburger in all fast food, the JBC, plus medium fries and a medium soft drink for just $8. Want to hear something else great? Double the burger means double the bacon. Now that's a game changer. 2 of the #1 bacon cheeseburgers with fries and a drink for just $8. Gotta be Wendy's.
Limited time only. U.S. price and participation may vary. Request $8 JBC meal deal to obtain discount. Individual items.
Stay connected while you're on the go with the Wildcats Radio 1290 app. Listen to Arizona Wildcats play-by-play. Get the latest news on your teams and more, all in one place. Download Wildcats Radio 1290 app from the App Store or Google Play today. Wildcats Radio 1290 app is sponsored by Goodfellas Home Solutions.
For quality, honesty, and service you can count on, call Goodfellas Home Solutions. Because when you need help around the house, we can fix it. Need a kitchen or bathroom makeover? Dealing with a clogged drain, leaky faucet, or sewer issue? We'll take care of it fast. We handle just about anything under your roof. Goodfellas Home Solutions. GoodfellasAC.com.
If you are a fighter, Modelo is your reward. So listen close. You put up with a lot, but you always hold it down for your people. You are strong. You are fearless. You are the baddest on the block. You are an elbow grease factory, a force of nature. You are not to be reckoned with. You are a ride or die, a powerhouse of productivity. You are a fighter, and Modelo is your reward. You've earned every last drop of this rich golden lager, so raise it up high. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
My heat and air were in a state of disrepair.
September is here, the kids are in school, football has started, and it's still hot in the old Pueblo. Picture Rock's Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing is your trusted, local, and family-owned air conditioning and plumbing service provider. We have been serving Tucson and the surrounding areas for over 24 years. Call Picture Rock's Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing at 520-492-0748 or go to picturerockscooling.com to set up your next appointment online.
Picture Rock's Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing.
KCUV Tucson, a Cumulus Media station. The Wildcats Radio 1290 studios are brought to you by ICCU at ICCU.com.
Yeah, ours says a lot.
DK on the sports tip. Wildcats Radio 1290.
And we are coming to you live from McKale Center. It is Arizona Basketball Media Day. Here we're getting a chance to chat with all of your Arizona Wildcats as the 2025-26 season is almost upon us. We've got the players here. We will not hear from head coach Tommy Lloyd today, but we will get a chance to talk to, among folks, Dwayne Aristode and Jaden Bradley and Mobile Mawat and Anthony Del Orso and Ivan Karchenkov. Koa Pete's going to join us along with Mo Krivas and Toby Awaka as well. So all of that going to be happening your way between 3 and 4:30. In fact, our first guest has arrived right now, and we'll go ahead and have him put that headset on right there. We'll get his name changed, a little bit of an altered schedule here than we thought. We were going to chat with Mobile first, but we are actually going to chat with Dwayne Aristode here first today, and he is one of the freshmen on this team. Dwayne, welcome to the program.
Appreciate you for having me, man.
Absolutely. Tucson here, first season, first few weeks of school. How's it gone for you so far, getting acclimated here to what life's like here at the University of Arizona?
It's great, man. I can't complain. Great weather. Like I always say, great people to be around, Just the college experience in general, it's amazing. I never thought that I'll be here, so I'm extremely blessed. And it's been pretty easy to move in, so yeah.
Now, when did you arrive here? Did you arrive early in the summer? When did you initially get here to kind of start this process?
I came in, I believe, end of May, beginning of June. Wait, July comes first, right? July or June?
Yeah, June.
June. Yeah. So I came in June.
Are the months different in the Netherlands?
No, it's not. I just had to remind myself.
Just wanted to make sure that. Obviously, you are from the Netherlands originally. When did you start playing basketball? What got you into the game being from that country?
So I started playing at 4 years of age.
Wow.
My dad put the hoop in my hands. He used to play ball himself. So my favorite player is Michael Jordan. He showed me a top 10 highlight clip of MJ. Was mesmerized by that. Ever since then I just fell in love. I knew I wanted to go to the NBA. I never looked back.
So when you first saw that video, Michael Jordan, what memorized you about MJ?
The way he flies in the air, his airtime. Not only that, just his mentality. You know, as I got older, I started learning more about his mentality. But like up front, you just see the way he's dunking. You know, as a little kid, that's the thing you look for in like the highlight plays. You know, that just made me fall in love with him even more. The fadeaways, you know, the high shorts, the high socks, everything. Just that whole era. I used to watch only that, even though I was a modern kid. I just watched that time era every time. You know. The Julius.
Is that your boy Mabille yelling down there?
Oh my God.
Is he the loud one of the freshman class?
He is. He's loud. Too much. He's doing too much. Yeah, I love him. Yeah.
Had you played with him at all before getting here?
Nah, I didn't.
No?
I didn't actually. Nah.
When you got to the United States, you came here for the final 2 years of high school. What was that process like in terms of your family deciding, hey, we want to send you to the United States? Was that a decision you said you went to them and said, I want to go to the United States and finish high school? How did that decision process work?
So it was me foremost. Also my dad. You know, we ultimately knew that, you know, in order to achieve my goal, I have to go through the States. And, you know, that was my dream. So ultimately I wanted to play college basketball and go to the league. But in order to play college basketball, you know, I needed to get adjusted to the pace and new style of playing, you know, over here. So, you know, we knew that I had to eventually come here, you know, why not come 2 years earlier prior to college so I couldn't get adjusted, you know. That really helped me. So, yeah, I still had options to stay in Europe, but I had a lot of high schools reach out to me, top high schools, so I was not going to say no. No.
What did you initially notice about the difference in style here in the United States?
So I noticed the speed of the game, and just the flow. I think the flow is what was really different because, you know, I would say Europe is a different type of game of basketball. You know, you share the ball more systems. It's less space, but like more sharing of the ball. So here I had to learn like when can I take myself and when can I, you know, pass the ball and kind of intertwine between my style of playing Europe and create a new style over here. So it's just knowing when to do things and be decisive. Because a lot of times coaches being on my ass because I'm not shooting enough, because I keep passing the ball. So yeah, that. So it was probably the speed, the flow, you know, athleticism. I knew obviously athleticism was going to be here in the all-time high, but you know that's never been a problem for me. So I think overall that and the mentality. You know, you got some dogs over here, but I'm a dog myself. So yeah, just being the top dog over here. That was what it ultimately came down to.
How cool that your idol was Michael Jordan, Air Jordan.
Yes,
You've got Air in your last name, so should we be calling you Air Stowed or what's
hey, that's a good one. Hey, I'm not going wrong with that. Yeah, we should. That's a good one.
Air Stowed. What's your vertical?
I have no idea. I don't know if we do vertical tests, but
I'm sure you probably will.
I hope so.
Were you watching Eurobasket the last couple of weeks? Did you pay attention to that at all?
I paid attention, but I couldn't watch because I had school. You know, time. Time difference be different
exactly
here.
Right.
Yeah. So, but I did see Giannis got the bronze medal. Germany won. You know, it was great.
Have you ever had a chance to play for your national team at all?
I did. So I played when I was 17. It was last summer with my national team.
Yeah, FIBA.
Yep.
FIBA
we played against Serbia that summer twice. Played against Belgium twice. Would have played against Germany that I really wanted to, but I had to play AAU with my team. But yeah, that was a great experience, man. Great guys, you know, that helped me pave the way. You know, I can't wait to do it again.
All right. Well, Dwayne, hey, we're looking forward to watching you play this freshman season out here at the University of Arizona.
Appreciate you very much,
Best of
man.
luck to you, brother.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Dwayne Air Stowed. Air Stowed is going to be, I will coin it right now. That's the nickname, Air Stowed, for this young freshman. It is the Arizona Basketball Media Day. We're going to take a quick break here, so we're going to do this a little differently because we're going to have guys coming in and out. We're going to get our breaks in succession in between interviews. Coming to you live from McKale Center. You're listening to Wildcats Radio 1290.
They say that living a life of recovery isn't entirely about sobriety. It's more about community and staying connected. At Gospel Rescue Mission, we provide a new supportive community, a safe place to heal and grow.
Hi, my name is Michael.
Did you get that
because
text,
of your
DK?
help and the community I found, I am now 9 years sober and living the life I never imagined.
Your support of Gospel Rescue Mission helps someone stay connected, stay sober, and stay alive. Go to grmtucson.com.
Quick, she's over here. I don't know. I just found her like this.
Yeah, she's banged up, but she'll be fine.
Oh, thank God. What can I do?
Just need the keys. And, sir?
Yeah?
Your car's gonna be fine.
Thank you.
Mobile detailing from Recon Auto Detailing. Tired of
Okay,
wear and tear
so,
on your vehicle or just tired
our
of cleaning
order
it yourself?
is
We'll come to you.
incorrect,
Book with us
J-Dub, so
online
we'll
and see why we have over
Anthony
1,100
Yeah, no.
five-star reviews.
I got a sheet in front of me. I'm just putting
Recon
numbers
Auto
next to them whenever they show up. So
Detailing.com.
I got it. I'll do it in real time.
We've got something new in the store. Well,
Who's
not
next?
really in
we got
store.
Anthony
It's
next
in your
if you wanna
home,
have
in
his
your
highlight.
office,
Yeah.
where you
I'll
play,
play it
wherever
into
you
the
want.
out
My
of the
point, son,
music.
we're here. You're there.
So the
Wherever
only
that is.
veterans we'll
Tucson
have
Appliance Company is your
are
appliance
Anthony,
concierge.
Crevis,
Tell us what you want.
and a
We will
walk-up.
find it and send you
Those are the
photos,
three.
texts,
So we don't-
emails,
we don't have
even
Bradley
FaceTime you
anymore.
the
We
appliance.
don't have-
Buy it and we will deliver
I
it.
think
We're your
that's
personal appliance shopper.
Okay, we don't
Only
have
at
furries
Tucson
'cause we
Appliance
talked
where
about
our
Yeah,
low
got it.
pricing your priority.
If you have old windows, they are probably driving up your energy bills. Cool things down with energy-efficient windows from the Window Depot. The Window Depot provides unbeatable value and a wide variety of in-stock and custom order windows to fit your style and budget. Choose from our SI window brand, made in the USA for quality you can trust, or custom order from top manufacturers for a perfect fit. Order online at thewindowdepot.com or visit a location near you. Experience the best prices, the biggest inventory, only at the Window Depot.
Sean Furrier here for Jack
About 1
Furrier
minute.
Tire and Auto Care. Whether you're new to Arizona or you've been driving here for decades, we all share the same roads and the same extreme driving conditions like extreme Arizona heat, extremely large potholes, some extremely flooded roads, and there's always extremely distracted drivers, pedestrians, and that guy who drives a scooter backwards into oncoming traffic. You're driving in the world's largest video game, stopping, starting, turning, heating up, and cooling down. And that's just your afternoon commute. Jack Furrier Tire and Auto Care's 14 award-winning locations have been helping drivers just like you get home safely for over 60 years. With top-quality tire brands, no hidden extras.
Nobody covers your Cats like we do, with press conferences, coaches shows, and play-by-play.
It is over. Cats have won it.
We bring you all the stories, highlights, and analysis of your Arizona Wildcats. We are
Friendly service, or stop by, make an appointment online, or call ahead to the local's choice. Jack Furrier Tire and Auto Care, since 1960, here to get you there.
Drives to the right corner, out to Del Orso. Another three is good for Del Orso, a new career high.
Small lineup for Arizona, 4 guards and Tobey. That's a shooting lineup, especially with Delhi.
DK on the Sports Tip. Wildcats Radio 1290.
And we're coming to you live from McKale Center. It is University of Arizona Basketball Media Day. Our chance to chat with the fellas. A little bit of a new concept here. We've got a table set up going live from McKale Center with you today. Had a chance to just talk to freshman Dwayne Aristode, and now I've got with you veteran shooting guard Anthony Del Orso, second season here at the University of Arizona after transferring over from Campbell. Must be a much easier transition this year than last year for you, Anthony. You're on the ground. You know what to expect. How has this second year began for you?
Yeah, absolutely. The transition is, been a lot easier than coming from the mid-major level last year, but it's great here. It gives you a chance to get your body right, get your mind right, get in with the coaches, build that trust. So I'm looking forward to this year.
All right, I just had a chance to chat with Dwayne Aristode, so I want to get your impressions of that young freshman.
He's great. He's extremely coachable, obviously super athletic, and got a good physique on him. But he's a great kid. He works hard. He's always willing to get in the gym and get shots up, and that's kind of what I like about him. So, big season coming, and we should see good things from him hopefully.
All right, he told me that his idol was Air Jordan, so I said, okay, you've got Air in your name, so we got to call you Air Stode. Who was your guy growing up that you loved to watch?
Really no one. As of recent, I'd say obviously I like LaMelo, I like Jason Tatum, Shea, just guys that I kind of watched in the NBA that were superstars that I kind of like things they did and just enjoy watching them play. Don't really model anyone off my game or anything like that, but I like watching those guys play.
All right, so you mentioned Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, NBA champion this year with the Oklahoma City Thunder. What do you, when you see him play, what is it about his game that you really like?
I like how he's never sped up. He plays at his own speed. I think that applies really well to me. He uses different areas of his body to bump guys and draw fouls and kind of get in the lane and always be on balance. And that's something I've tried to take from him throughout my career and kind of build that into my game a little bit. Putting on this size now, trying to get a little stronger and using that bumps and things that he does. So,
Anthony Del Orso is our guest. Arizona Wildcats 6'6" shooting guard. Again, second season here last year. We kind of saw your abilities out there in terms of basketball. What are some of the things that you really wanted to focus on year one to year two?
Definitely getting my body right, getting some more weight put on. That was been big in the off season. Me and Coach Rounds and from going home and all those people involved. That's something that's been big for me. Getting stronger, getting more physical, and then obviously staying on top of your game, getting better defensively. Just all around being more alert, more attention to detail. It's something that I've kind of prided myself on this summer, and I think it's showing great.
So what will be that strength that you're adding? What will that do for you? Will it allow you to take the pounding in the paint more? I mean, we didn't necessarily see you drive a lot last year. Is that something you want to maybe try to do more? What will that added muscle do for you?
It'll do pretty much help in every way possible. I mean, obviously defensively, strength is a big thing. Athleticism is a big thing. Being able to slide, being able to switch, more matchups, being able to take bumps and just physically, put yourself on the offensive player rather than them hitting you and you kind of falling back. Offensively, it does the same thing. You drive, you stay on your line. You can kind of impose your will rather than you kind of get pushed around. So that's something that I've really prided myself in this off season, and I'm looking forward to use it because it's been a long journey, but I think it's all worth it.
I mentioned obviously Dwayne, a really large incoming freshman class. What have you taken away just from their process? How they've ingrained themselves in this group, and how much? Because they're going to be expected to contribute pretty highly here in their first year.
Yeah, just they're being super coachable. I think that's the biggest thing coming in, with that naiveness and that understanding of there's people that, have been doing this for a while and have that expertise and they can really learn, just as I can learn from them. So I think that mutual respect of, taking each other and learning from each other and coaching each other where possible will definitely help everyone grow in a quick way and a positive way.
Is there a young man that you've kind of taken under your wing at all or kind of, helping through that process, that first year process?
I think everyone has a part to play in everyone's development. I don't know if anyone's really, per se, taken someone under their wing. I mean, I speak a lot with Koa. We talk a lot. Braden, Dwayne, they're all good guys. Probably a little closer with Koa, but he's a great kid. He's hardworking. I mean, he listens. He also likes to coach. He leads. He has all those traits that you can ask. So, great kid, but they're all good.
Anthony Del Orso is our guest, shooting guard for your Arizona Wildcats. As you guys have gone through this fall process, anything changing about the maybe the offense from last year with some of these new guys coming in? What are we going to see when you guys start to hit the floor out there?
No, we have a very obviously unique system where it's not very much plays. It's more almost motion and a set action. So, that's always kind of been the same. That's how coaches always rolled. So we're kind of just drilling that through the new guys, and us vets are trying to use, ways that we remember from last year that we can kind of exploit this year. And, everyone adds, a few new things and maybe tries to minimize errors from the year before. But for the most part, everything's still the same. And maybe some guys in different spots, but for the most part, everything's the same.
What excites you about the chance to play national champion Florida in the opening game?
Can't wait. It's a great way to go 1-0.
There you go. When you saw that on the schedule, obviously this schedule is just crazy. The amount of, but you guys went through that last year. When you looked at it this year, you just say, oh, well, hey, we've been there, done that.
Yeah, I think, when you play for Arizona and you wear the kind of the city of Tucson on your chest, you expect that. You expect people to want to beat you, and you expect to go into every game to win. And that's what the University of Arizona does. So I would ask for anything more. This is the best I could possibly ask for, and my senior year, it's literally the best.
What have you loved most about this campus and being a part of it?
It's a beautiful campus. You see from game day to how much fan interaction we get, how many people come to the games, from students to locals to people from all over the country. It's just a huge fan base that goes all across America, and you can't ask for anything better.
Are you going to be DJing it all for the Red-Blue game coming up?
No, I might just leave that to the pros. I'll just stick to playing basketball for now.
What's your music? What do you listen to?
A bit of everything. I like rap, hip-hop, but No mixing or matching by me. I'll let Shaq do that.
You're not on the turntables there.
No.
Huh? Hey, we appreciate you, Anthony, stopping by and joining us. Best of luck in this second season.
Appreciate it
for Arizona.
Thank you.
Anthony Del Orso, shooting guard for your Arizona Wildcats. It's Arizona Basketball Media Day. 520-848-1290 is our number. We've got more interviews coming up. We're going to talk to another one of the newcomers here at the University of Arizona. There are quite a few this year. Ivan Karchenkov from Munich, Germany is going to join us. You are listening to DK on the Sports Tip. More straight ahead on Wildcats Radio 1290.
From the AutoNation Honda and BMW of Tucson Traffic Center, it's Wildcats Radio 1290 traffic and weather together. Major collision southbound side of I-19. The collision occurred near Pima Mine Road. Southbound I-19 is closed between San Javier and Pima Mine Road. We've got some pretty heavy backups on southbound I-19 as you approach San Javier, and major areas with some pretty heavy slowdowns on Nogales Highway, approaching Los Reales to approximately Lumber Street. That's a very popular alternate route.
You want to have
that other collisions, Congress and 6th Avenue, Valencia west of Nexus, Valencia and Midvale Park. Big backups northbound Country Club approaching Grant. Really minor collision there, causing a lot of backups.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Slight chance of showers today, 30% chance at 93 tomorrow and 97 now.
So it's
Wildcats
on the radio right now?
1290 traffic and weather
This
together.
report is sponsored by Discover. Guess what?
Yeah,
Discover's
but-
accepted at
It
99%.
covers your Cats like we do, with press conferences, coaches shows, and play-by-play.
It is over. Cats have won it.
We bring you all the stories, highlights, and analysis of your Arizona Wildcats. We are Wildcats Radio 1290.
Confidence is knowing you're ready to handle whatever comes your way. That's what it feels like to take on your workday with Cintas. They make sure your AEDs are up to date, your fire extinguishers are tested and inspected, your floor mats are cleaned and delivered, and your workwear looks good, feels good, and is freshly laundered with the Cintas Apparel Plus program. So are you ready to take on today? Visit Cintas.com and get ready for the workday.
Find mom's best gift at Target. Now through Mother's Day, get up to 40% off gifts for her. Discover trendy apparel and swimwear that'll elevate any wardrobe. Jewelry that'll make her smile shine brighter, and even chocolate that'll turn any moment into something sweeter. There are endless options to choose from to show her she's the best. Hurry! Save 20 to 40% on select apparel, jewelry, chocolates, and more this Mother's Day only at Target. Restrictions apply.
Once upon a time, our family had trouble with pests around our home. Did you know that stinging insects send tons of people to the hospital? And teeny ticks and mosquitoes can be all around the yard. Their bites can make people and their pets sick. Mice, rats, and roaches need food and water just like us. You do not want them to visit. They can spread disease and make it hard to breathe. I'm sure glad this story has a happy ending.
Learn how to protect your family at pestworld.org. A public service message from the National Pest Management Association.
It's DK on the Sports Tip. Did you hear what we were talking about?
Doing a lot of around the house work. New tub. We had to break up the concrete, reset the pipe.
You're going to start your own show?
Not a chance. I'm not a big HGTV guy.
How much of that work are you doing yourself?
The stripping was kind of my job. I ended up taking
you're stripping?
I took
You're
out the
stripping?
linoleum. I stripped out the
Am I
linoleum.
not paying you enough money that you got to strip for a living? DK on the Sports Tip, Monday through Fridays at 3, right here on Wildcats Radio, 1290.
DK on the Sports Tip. Wildcats Radio 1290.
And we're coming to you live from McKale Center. It is Arizona Basketball Media Day. We've chatted with Dwayne Aristote and Anthony Del Orso, and now we're joined by another freshman on the roster, Ivan Karchenkov from Munich, Germany. Joins us now. Even appreciate you taking some time to join us. Now, you were born in Russia, but you grew up in Germany.
Correct, yeah. So I was born in Moscow in Russia. All my family is Russian. And then with 1 year or something, we moved to Germany. And yeah, from that point on, I was raised in Germany.
So what was that like? What was that like growing up in Germany?
It was good. It was nice. I was finding friends. I had a little accent to my German, and I have a little accent to my Russian. But no, it was nice. I never, thought about it like this, but it was cool.
So we've been talking a lot about Eurobasket the last couple of weeks. So are you a fan of Germany? Is that your team? Or is it,
of course.
I mean, they won it all. So were you excited about that?
Of course, yes, sir. It was kind of funny because our coach, when we won in 2012, 24. The under 18 European Championship was the same coach as there, because the coach was sick and he had to step up, and yeah, it was kind of fun. So yeah, it's nice.
So, do you have a favorite player on the national team? I mean, who's your guy?
I mean, I played with a couple guys in my last team in Munich. So yeah, I like Andy. I mean, all the players I played with. But my favorite player is Franz.
Franz Wagner.
Yeah, he's like more of my type. Similar to me. So yeah, I like him.
There you go. Chatting with Ivan Karchenkov, freshman for the University of Arizona men's basketball team. So let me ask you this question in terms of international. Have you played? When you play internationally, then do you have the choice for playing either for Germany or Russia? And who do you play for?
Right. I had to make the decision when I was 16. At that point, the war started in Russia, so Russia was like delegated from all European championships. So it was a easy decision to make. So I was playing for the German national team.
And how many times have you had a chance to wear your country's colors in competition?
16, 2 times 18, I think 3 times.
So what does that mean? Like, I know we talk about kids that grow up in the United States being to play with USA on their shirt. What does that mean for you to put Germany on your chest and go out and play for the country?
Well, it's a big honor. You're representing your country. You're representing your country at your age, and you're competing against the best in Europe. And we were pretty successful. In under 16, we got the first place. Under 18, when we were like a younger generation, we got third place. And the second time, under 18, we got the first place. So, yeah.
Now, you played for FC Bayern Munich
yes.
at age 12. Is that the norm that a kid can make that, get involved in the process that early?
So it's like for the youth program.
Yeah.
And then I started playing for the pros at 16 and like I think 2 or 3 months, something like this. So, yeah, I mean, you can join the youth program whenever, I think, from 8 or something. And then, depends how good you are, and then you can join the pros if you get invited.
So at 16, like, how old are the rest of the guys that you're playing with?
I had people 36,
wow.
I had people 30, 32, 33, so yeah.
So what's that interaction like when you're on the same team with a guy that might be 20 years older than you are?
Yeah, I definitely heard a couple of dad jokes. But no, it was fun. Everybody was really mature. Everybody was doing their stuff. Learned a lot. Had my vet on the team. So yeah, I really liked it.
So you had a vet, like somebody that kind of watched over you.
Yes.
Who was that for you?
It was Devin Booker. I think he's right now playing in Milan in Italy. Yeah.
Another guy named Devin Booker. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Germany's Devin Booker. We're chatting with Ivan Karchenkov, freshman for the Arizona Wildcats. So what was your process in wanting to come play in the United States?
Yeah, well, I was like the young guy in this team. Didn't get too much minutes, and I knew I had just to play because my end goal is to get to the league. And I thought Arizona is going to be a really good next step for me to improve myself and, show to the world what I can do.
Is Tommy known in Europe as a guy that likes to have international players on his team? Is that kind of a known factor out there?
I don't know if that's, like known in Europe or not. I just know my agent told me that. And also a player that played in Gonzaga when Tommy was a coach there, Elias Harris. He was also on my team, and he told me good things about Tommy, and yeah, it was then an easy decision to make.
So tell me about U of A, Arizona, Tucson. What do you think this is like so far?
So first of all, it's really hot here. That's the first thing. But everything else, facilities, school, I really like. I really also like the Mount Lemon. Was there already a couple times?
Okay.
Yeah.
So I got here early. You got managers trying to find girlfriends for you and everything.
Nah, I don't. No, I don't do that.
You like the managers? I was a manager in college.
Oh yeah, really?
Yeah,
That's cool.
Yeah. So
No, I like the managers. They're good. They're doing their job really good. Really appreciate them. Yeah.
How about the schooling part of it? Has that been an adjustment for you?
A little bit. I had some kind of similar school when I was back in Germany. Not last year, but the year before, where I had to go to school and balance the basketball stuff too. So I I would say I'm used to it. It's a little bit less here, so yeah. I mean, I handle it.
There you go. Well, Yvonne, best of luck to you. Appreciate you stopping by, and looking forward to seeing you play out here for the Arizona Wildcats.
Yes, sir, will do.
Ivan Karchenkov, freshman forward for your Wildcats. Let's get another break in here. It's Arizona Basketball Media Day coming to you live from McKale Center on Wildcats Radio 1290.
Must qualify for enrollment. Results may vary.
Attention. Have you racked up $10,000 or more in credit card debt? Are you barely getting by making minimum payments? With credit card debt reaching all-time highs, National Debt Relief is notifying consumers about significant debt relief options currently being made available to help those with overwhelming credit card debt. These options may reduce a large portion of credit card debt for those who qualify. You don't need to declare bankruptcy or take out a consolidation loan, and you may only have to pay back a fraction of what you owe, even if you have bad credit. National Debt Relief has already reduced the credit card debt for more than 550,000 consumers, so don't wait. If you owe $10, $20, or even $100,000 in credit card debt, you can now take advantage of this financial debt relief as the cost of living continues to skyrocket. To check what debt reduction you may qualify for, call 800-447-7755. That's 800-447-7755.
Nobody covers your Cats like we do, with press conferences, coaches shows, and play-by-play.
It is over. Cats have won it.
We bring you all the stories, highlights, and analysis of your Arizona Wildcats. We are Wildcats Radio 1290.
Confidence is knowing you're ready to handle whatever comes your way. That's what it feels like to take on your workday with Cintas. They make sure your AEDs are up to date, your fire extinguishers are tested and inspected, your floor mats are cleaned and delivered, and your workwear looks good, feels good, and is freshly laundered with the Cintas Apparel Plus program. So are you ready to take on today? Visit Cintas.com. And get ready for the workday.
Find mom's best gift at Target. Now through Mother's Day, get up to 40% off gifts for her. Discover trendy apparel and swimwear that'll elevate any wardrobe. Jewelry that'll make her smile shine brighter, and even chocolate that'll turn any moment into something sweeter. There are endless options to choose from to show her she's the best. Hurry! Save 20 to 40% on select apparel, jewelry, chocolates, and more this Mother's Day only at Target. Restrictions apply.
Once upon a time, our family had trouble with pests around our home. Did you know that stinging insects send tons of people to the hospital? And teeny ticks and mosquitoes can be all around the yard. Their bites can make people and their pets sick. Mice, rats, and roaches need food and water just like us. You do not want them to visit. They can spread disease and make it hard to breathe. I'm sure glad this story has a happy ending.
Learn how to protect your family at pestworld.org. A public service message from the National Pest Management Association.
It's DK on the Sports Tip. Did you hear what we were talking about?
Doing a lot of around-the-house work. New tub. We had to break up the concrete, reset the pipe.
You're going to start your own show?
Not a chance. I'm not a big HGTV guy.
How much of that work are you doing yourself?
The stripping was kind of my job. I ended up taking
stripping?
I took out the linoleum. I stripped out the linoleum.
Am I not paying you enough money that you got to strip for a living? DK on the Sports Tip, Monday through Fridays at 3, right here on Wildcats Radio, 1290.
1290.
And we're coming to you live from McKale Center. It is Arizona Basketball Media Day. The 25-26 season is almost upon us. We have chatted with Dwayne Erstode, Anthony Delorso, Ivan Karchenkov, and now another of the fabulous freshmen that has made this the number 2 recruiting class in the country, and maybe the guy at the top of that chart, Koa Pete, joins us now from up in the Valley, Phoenix. Koa, appreciate you taking some time to join us. When you look at this class, and it's number 2 in the country, fabulous freshmen like you and Dwayne and Bryce coming in here and Yvonne, and what do you like about this group you guys have coming in here and the expectation that you guys are going to have to really contribute early on?
Yeah, I think just our versatility. I mean, a lot of the guys could do a lot of things on the court. Dwayne, he's a really good 3-and-D player. Yvonne, the same, really good 3-and-D player. Braden, he's a great combo guard. You know, he makes really good plays. Bryce is a really good shooter, and then you got me as well. So I think our freshmen are really good, and that alongside the the seniors we already have and the older guys we already have, I think we're going to be good this year, and I'm excited for it.
Now, you come from a huge family of athletes, brothers and sisters. Most of the men in the family, though, played football. What gravitated you to basketball and not football?
Honestly, I think my sisters had a really big influence on me. They both played college basketball, but also just like my 8th grade year going into 9th grade, I was picking up a lot of offers and getting a lot of buzz around my name. So, I mean, I always liked basketball, and I think I really fell in love with it when I came into high school and just really started working hard.
Who taught you the game?
My trainer Kenny was really good with me. He trained my sister Leilani, and my brother coached me throughout middle school. My oldest brother Todd, he taught me a lot, and then also my Coach Dwayne at Perry taught me a lot, and Coach Hartwig. So just learning from great people like that has helped me along my journey, and now I'm getting coached by Coach Lloyd and some of the best coaches in the country. So I'm just excited for my progress to keep continuing. 2
sisters, if I'm not mistaken, Leilani and Maya,
yes,
correct?
Sir.
So how old were you when you were finally able to beat them?
They stopped playing me when I got good, so I really haven't even beat them, to be honest. But, yeah.
What did they tell you about the game? Well, like you said, they were a huge influence. What did they tell you about basketball, how to attack the process to be good at?
I think they just instilled like hard work in me. I think that's just how my whole family was with me. Just that I've seen them go through the things like Andrew sees in the NFL. Now I've seen them go from college to the NFL, and just like the different mindset it takes, the different type of work you have to put in. My dad went through the same stuff because he played in the NFL. So just having people around that's been through the stuff that I want to go through has helped me, and they just kind of gave me the stepping stones, and I just got to keep taking them.
We've seen so many kids that have maybe the ability that you do will kind of maybe hop to specialized schools when they get to that high school. They might play for their home school for a few years, but then maybe go to an academy or go to a prep school. But you made the decision to stay at Gilbert Perry for all 4 years. So why was that important to you?
I think just Coach Dwayne, he's coached a lot of pros. Coach Hartwig's coached a lot of pros. So just having 2 basketball heads like that are teaching me the game every day. I'm already one of the top players in the country, and I'm playing on a good AAU team, the Compton Magic. So I'm playing against good competition in the summer with USA and Compton Magic, and then I'm coming back and playing with Perry with my homeboys, and being able to be coached by 2 of the best coaches in Arizona in the high school level. So I mean, I was in a fortunate spot, and I was blessed to be at Perry. My situation was really good for me.
Koa Pete is joining us, freshman forward for your Arizona men's basketball team. You mentioned, USA. I mean, you are an extremely decorated young man already, having played on a number of different under national teams.
Yes,
so what did you ever think when you got into that process that you would be able to win so many gold? Was it 4 gold medals? I think it is.
Yeah. After my first one, the director at the time, his name was BJ. He told me like I have a chance to win 4 in high school. So that was a goal I set after I won my first one, and I'm happy I achieved that. But I mean, going through those experiences with good players and good coaches, it was only a blessing on me, and it made me better as a player.
How do you think you're going to fit into this system here under Coach Lloyd?
I'm just going to do whatever the coaches tell me to do. I think Coach is going to let me play my game. He's going to I'm just going to come in here, play my game, keep getting better each and every day, do what the coaches are telling me to do, and just be a basketball player at the end of the day.
How would you describe your game for people that maybe have not seen you play?
Just a versatile player on offense and defense. I feel like I could guard the 1 through 4. Really high motor. I play hard, and I give it my all.
We're chatting with Koa Pete, freshman forward for your Arizona Wildcats. Who was that guy for you? We're talking to Dwayne. He said he grew up loving Michael Jordan over in Europe and saw his videos and fell in love. Who was that guy for you that you really liked watching the play?
LeBron James and Kobe. Those are my 2 guys that I really look up to, and just seeing their greatness, I aspire to be like those guys.
Okay, so have you met LeBron yet? What was that like the first time
you
met him?
It was crazy. It was surreal, honestly. I mean, I think he's the best player ever to play, so meeting him was great.
So now does Bryce give you the number so you can have your own private consultations with Dad?
Nah. I met him at a workout. I was working out up in California with Clutch, so we're in the same agency, so he was working out before me, and I got to chat with him for a little bit after his workout.
Nice. Now, we talked about the lower level, obviously, under programs in the United States basketball program. For you to be on the senior team, Is that a dream for you just to kind of complete the process now to make a senior team and be able to play in an Olympic Games or something?
Yeah, for sure. That's something I've dreamt of as a kid. So, I mean, I'll be the 12th man on the bench. I'll go out there and be the 12th man on the bench. It doesn't matter. I just want to be a part of that, man.
Well, who knows? Maybe, I mean, in Los Angeles is coming up. It's not too far away,
Yes,
2
sir.
years. You might be able to at least get into that process, like guys like Cooper Flagg even working out with him,
Yes, sir.
training in preseason and whatnot. So that should be a lot of a fun opportunity for you. Koa, we're looking forward to watching you play basketball here. Continued success. Best of luck.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you, sir.
Koa Pete.
Yes, sir.
Koa Pete of this fabulous incoming freshman class here at the University of Arizona. It is DK on the Sports Tip. We're coming to you live from McKale Center. It's Arizona Wildcats Basketball Media Day. Much more straight ahead. You're listening to Wildcats Radio 1290.
From the AutoNation Honda and BMW of Tucson Traffic Center, this is Wildcats Radio 1290 Traffic and Weather Together. Major collision occurred on the southbound side of I-19 near Pima Mine Road. Southbound I-19 closed between San Javier and Pima Mine Road. Travel being diverted off of southbound I-19 at San Javier. Some not so bad slowing on northbound I-19 north of Pima Mine Road. Heavy on and off backups along Nogales Highway north of Los Reales to Lumber Street. And this minor collision occurred earlier northbound Country Club at Grant. Stay to the left to get by and still some backups. Tiny chance of showers, 30% chance of rain tomorrow, and 93 is the high and 97 now. I'm Cricket with your Wildcats Radio 1290 Traffic and Weather
This
Together.
report is sponsored by Rooter Ranger 24/7 Plumbing, Sewer, and Drains. For fast, affordable plumbing and emergency drain services, call Rooter Ranger and get out of plumbing danger. RooterRanger.com.
888-7 Ranger, get you out of plumbing danger.
The pumpkin spice latte is back at Starbucks. Crafted with our signature espresso and real pumpkin sauce. Then topped with whipped cream, cinnamon, and nutmeg. The PSL. Get it while it's hot or iced. Only at Starbucks.
This is Ron. I'm the president of Alaskan AC. Our main job is keeping you comfortable. And we hope that puts a smile on your face. But we recently met someone we just made smile just by being on the radio.
I giggle every time I hear you guys come
Covers
on.
your Cats like we do, with press conferences, coaches shows, and play-by-play.
It is over. Cats have won it.
We bring you all the stories, highlights, and analysis of your Arizona Wildcats. We are Wildcats Radio 1290.
Confidence is knowing you're ready to handle whatever comes your way. That's what it feels like to take on your workday with Cintas. They make sure your AEDs are up to date, your fire extinguishers are tested and inspected, your floor mats are cleaned and delivered, and your workwear looks good, feels good, and is freshly laundered with the Cintas Apparel Plus program. So are you ready to take on today? Visit Cintas.com and get ready for the workday.
Find mom's best gift at Target. Now through Mother's Day, get up to 40% off gifts for her. Discover trendy apparel and swimwear that'll elevate any wardrobe. Jewelry that'll make her smile shine brighter, and even chocolate that'll turn any moment into something sweeter. There are endless options to choose from to show her she's the best. Hurry! Save 20 to 40% on select apparel, jewelry, chocolates, and more this Mother's Day only at Target. Restrictions apply.
Once upon a time, our family had trouble with pests around our home. Did you know that stinging insects send tons of people to the hospital? And teeny ticks and mosquitoes can be all around the yard. Their bites can make people and their pets sick. Mice, rats, and roaches need food and water just like us. You do not want them to visit. They can spread disease and make it hard to breathe. I'm sure glad this story has a happy ending.
Learn how to protect your family at pestworld.org. A public service message from the National Pest Management Association.
Radio 1290.
Bounce pass inside to Kravis, who slams it home. Kravis posted up on Amac, backing his way down. Turnaround jump hook is good.
And we're coming to you from McKale Center. It is Arizona Basketball Media Day. And we've had a chance to talk to a number of the guys so far. And let's add another to the list. 7'2" center Moteas Krivas joins us now. And Mo, appreciate you taking some time. First of all, do you like when people call you Mo, or would you prefer to be called Moteas?
I would prefer to be called Matthias, but
Okay.
I got used to it, so it's
so
more than fine.
I'm one of those people who I don't like when people shorten my name either. So we will call you Moteas Krivas from here on out. Obviously, coming back off of the foot injury, how's that process been for you this summer to get ready for what we hope will be a healthy year for you this season?
It's definitely a long process. It started in the winter. Every day was like a day closer to coming back on the court, but it's been great. Practicing full, the team looking good and excited to play.
You've probably really gotten to know Chris Rounds more than you'd like to at this point.
Yeah.
What's he like? What's he like when you get into the lab with him and trying to get ready for a season?
First of all, he's a really good person, and he knows that the limits are high, and he just tries to push everyone to the limit. And he knows what he's doing. The guys just need to trust it, and when you trust it, the magic happens.
The magic happens. I like that. Moteas Crivas is joining us, center for your Arizona Wildcat. You're a junior now? What year are you? They took the years off the roster, so I'm not even sure you're a junior or you're redshirt sophomore?
Redshirt sophomore.
Redshirt sophomore, yeah. Okay. So in terms of your game, how did you develop that playing overseas before you came to the United States? Were you always a kid that was a pretty good outside shooter as well as obviously as you gained height could play in the post?
I would say I was always a similar profile to what I play now. Just when I was younger, I wasn't the tallest all the time, so I was playing more outside of the paint, but usually I just played how I play right now.
Okay, so when did you kind of get that growth spurt to become the tallest?
I didn't have the growth spurt, but when I transitioned from like boys basketball to men basketball, then I realized that I'm not the tallest anymore.
Moteas Crivas is joining us. What was that like when you started playing with guys? What types of adjustments did you have to make when you started playing with guys now that are in that 7-foot category?
It was definitely hard, but the biggest adjustments would be like physicality, of course. Like they understood the game way better than me because they played basketball professional way longer than me. But it took some time, and after that time, I got more comfortable, and it went well.
Moteas Crivas is our guest, coming back off of an injury this year for Arizona Wildcats. You've got a lot of young guys on this team coming into this year. We've talked to quite a few of them today already. What are your expectations from that group and what they potentially could add to this roster?
Yeah, we have a lot of young guys. They're great players, and if we put the pieces right together, we have a really good team. And the expectations for the team is just to always play as a one unit, and we don't need like crazy performances by one player every night. We just need the wins, and I think to get the wins we need a little bit of everyone.
All right, tell me about it, Ivan Karchenkov. What do you make of him?
What?
What do you make of him as a person and as a young player?
Oh, he's a great person. He was in the similar environment like me. He was playing in Germany, so he knows some similar topics and stuff with me, and as a player he's really good shooter, strong body, so really good on defense, so I think he's a great player.
So we asked him, were you following Eurobasket the past few weeks?
Yeah, I was watching almost all the games.
What'd you think? Happy with your country's, happy with Lithuania's performance, or what do they need to work on?
Nah, not happy, but unfortunately we had an injury on the team, so I'm kind of not expected more, but the whole Eurobasket was really unexpected, like a lot of upsets, and the final was like cherry on the cake.
What was it like, though, to see, like a guy like Lowry lead Finland to a point they had never been to into that Final Four group?
Yeah, it looked really inspiring because for Finland is a really big deal, and just to see the whole emotion of the team and fans was really fun.
Is that something you aspire to do, to dream, to be able to play for your country in an event like that?
That's my dream.
Yeah? When do you think that would be? How far away are you potentially from being in that conversation where you could play for Lithuania?
I don't know.
No?
I don't know.
5 years maybe, or less than that?
Less. I don't know.
Less than that?
We'll see.
All right. Well, we'll see for sure. We'd like to see you obviously have some success here. I remember the one thing you said last year, we play it all the time, is how physical the Big 12 was.
Yeah.
What did you learn about that last year, and how are you more ready this year to potentially attack that?
I wasn't able to experience it on the court, but just watching from sideline and watching all the practice process, the film, it's really physical. The refs gives you more room to like rumble and just like play harder, and I think it's one of the toughest conferences in the country.
Do you think that maybe adds to in terms of your game that will allow you to do maybe a few more things down there with the way that the referees let the game go?
Yeah, I just need to adjust it and should be good.
All right, very good. Well, Moteus, we are looking forward to another season. You and maybe Toby down there, the Twin Towers, getting it on in the Big 12 for Arizona. Yeah. Continued success, best of luck, and hopefully good health for you this season.
Thank you very much.
Moteus Krivas. Don't call him Mo. Call him Moteus. It is Arizona Basketball Media Day. 520-848-1290 is the number to get on the program. If you've got, so this is who we've got coming up. I've got Evan Nelson, Toby Waka, and Mamil Beaumont still coming up. If you've got a question maybe for one of those, send us a text. 520-848-1290, and we'll make sure we get your question asked. DK on the Sports Tip. We'll take a break here. Come back with more. You're listening to Wildcats Radio 1290.
Wildcat fans, the 2025-26 Arizona athletics season is in full swing, and tickets are on sale now. Come be a part of the best show in Tucson as your Arizona Wildcats tackle year 2 in the Big 12 and show the nation why this is Wildcat country. So bring a friend, wear the colors, and get your tickets today by calling the McKale Center ticket office at 520-621-2287. That's 621-CATS, or by visiting ArizonaWildcats.com/tickets. Bear down.
JT Auto, where their customers are family. Stop by their newest East Side location, conveniently located at 6947 East 22nd, just west of Cole. Open Monday through Friday. JT Auto is a full-service auto shop with satisfaction guarantee, offering you the best in tires and wheels, auto repair, oil changes, computer diagnostics, suspension and brake service, and heating and AC. Bring your car to JT Auto, where their customers are family. 372-7704. That's 372-7704. Or JTAutoAZ.com.
Wildcat fans, Arizona football tickets are on sale now. Join the party at Arizona Stadium all season long as your Arizona Wildcats take on year 2 in the Big 12. There's nothing better than an Arizona football game day, from the tailgating scene to the action on the field. So bring a friend and get your tickets now by calling 520-621-2287. That's 621-CATS, or by visiting ArizonaWildcats.com/FB. And as always, bear down.
This is Andrew Bogish with a Sports Minute. The money's real good, I get it, but why is Tom Brady wasting his time in the broadcast booth? He's sitting with the coaches, headset on Monday night. He's talking to Pete Carroll and Chip Kelly regularly. That doesn't look or sound like a guy who just made a financial investment in the Raiders. He wants to win, so why not create a fancy title for yourself and dive in full time? I'm Andrew Bogish.
That's crazy, man. Jesus.
Sports fans, listen up. 1 in 8 men will be diagnosed with prostate cancer, and bladder leaks can be a side effect. That's why Depend is teaming up with the Prostate Cancer Foundation to encourage screening. Because health is a long game, and it's yours to win. Now here's the cool part. Through November, Depend is contributing up to $300,000 to prostate cancer research by donating 25 cents for every purchase of Depend shields, guards, and Real Fit products. Void in Mississippi. Learn more at depend.com.
This is the
30
story of
seconds.
the one. As a custodial supervisor at a high school, he knows that during cold and flu season, germs spread fast. It's why he partners with Grainger to
All
stay
right, you can
fully
hear me, Evan?
stocked on the products
Yep,
and
I hear you.
supplies he
Awesome.
needs, from tissues to disinfectants to floor scrubbers. Also that he can help students, staff, and teachers stay healthy and focused. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
DK on the Sports Tip. Wildcats Radio 1290.
And we're coming to you from McKale Center. It is Arizona Basketball Media Day. Getting a chance to chat with your Arizona Wildcats. And next up is the hometown kid, back from his time at Harvard. Evan Nelson joins us. And first of all, Evan, welcome back.
Thank you. It's nice to be back.
So we had a chance, I think, to talk. I think it was about 2 years ago when you came in studio. How did things finish up in terms of academically and athletically at Harvard?
Yeah, well, I mean,
I graduated, which is the most important thing in going there. And I think since we spoke last, I redshirted medically, tore my Achilles, which allowed me to have this year to come here and finish out here. But, played my season out, played well, continued to improve, changed my game, and, like I said, everything's led me here now.
So graduating from Harvard, what was that moment like for you and your family?
It was huge. I'm the first person in my family to go to college. So
is that right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Graduate
and to
from
go
college.
to Harvard.
Yeah.
First person to go to college and first person and go to Harvard.
Yeah, to graduate.
That's crazy. Wow.
So it was huge. It was monumental, and just trying to pave a good way for my sisters coming up behind me.
So are they going to Harvard?
I mean, they're going to go to college and they're going to graduate. I got a sister right now who's at a D2 in South Carolina.
Okay.
One's a freshman at Pima, and then one's a junior at South Point, who's pretty high academics. So she's got a
now,
chance,
do they hoop as well? Do they play?
All play.
All play?
Yep.
Awesome. Evan Nelson joining us, South Point Catholic grad and Harvard grad. Now, so what did you study there? What was your degree in?
Sociology.
Sociology. So what will you do with that once basketball is all done?
Well, hopefully I'm going to play for as long as I can professionally, and then I want to get into coaching after. So I don't think I want to leave the world of basketball. It's been too good to me, and I feel like I have a lot to contribute.
So when you mentioned the injury allowed for another year, did you think was Arizona always at the top of the list? What other situations did you kind of explore?
Yeah, I mean, it was a dream. I knew I'd have a chance to transfer, and I had in the back of my mind I didn't want to think too much about it while I was playing. It'd be nice to come home, but when I started looking, other options were, I think it came down to UC San Diego, who would just come off a nice March Madness run, and that would have been nice to be in San Diego and playing for that program. And then I was going to take an official visit to Furman, but once Arizona came in the picture, it was no-brainer.
No bueno right there, exactly. So when they did come into the picture, what were those conversations like? What did you want to know from Tommy about the situation and how you might fit?
Yeah. TJ Benson, who had recruited me at Grand Canyon University when I was still at South Point, reached out to me and just said, hey, we don't look in the transfer portal a lot. We think you're a unique player that can really fit into what we have going on here and be a value add, help us win games. And Coach Tommy echoed that same sentiment. In our first conversation, it was just purely like getting to know each other. But yeah, I mean, TJ probably called me on a Tuesday, and I was probably signed by like a Friday. So it didn't take very long, maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks tops. But like I said, like TJ made the call. He came out to Boston to see me. Coach Lloyd was talking to me, so it was a seamless process.
What's that uniqueness about your game that you think they like?
Yeah, I think just first of all, being a piece that just like fits in the locker room easy. Like I get along with all these guys, and just we're all pretty high character guys, which I love about this team, and care about winning more than any of our own selves, which I think is beautiful. And then my ability to shoot the ball, obviously, come in and just make open threes, take open threes. Having that experience of playing 4 years of college basketball already on a team where we've got really young guys and then we've got some veterans. And then, just being able to also be that floor general that can help out JV when he's tired. So
there you go. Evan Nelson is our guest. So what's the academic piece here at the U of A?
Yeah, I'm starting my master's this year in sport and recreation leadership. So
nice.
Taking some classes. Yeah, it's been good so far.
All right, who's that? We hear the yelling coming down from the other end. Who's the loudest guy on the team?
Loudest guy on the team.
When they dunk the ball, who's the loudest yeller after a dunk?
Probably this guy Toby.
Toby. Have you had to come off a Toby screen yet? Is the big
brother.
question.
Let me tell you, it's like I kid you not. It's like I get concussed if I get hit by a Toby screen.
and it's happened multiple times. It's like I've got whiplash, I've got all this stuff, but no, I'm getting used to the physicality of it, and I'm starting to enjoy it. So,
have they asked you to speak at South Point yet? Have you talked to the student body?
I mean, I think
they need to get you back in there.
I think I went over early this summer when I first got here. And spoke at the basketball camp, but now I got to go show them some love over there, too.
There you go. Well, Evan, and we are so happy to have you back here playing in your hometown, and we're looking forward to this season.
Yeah, thank you, David.
Evan Nelson, South Point Catholic grad, Harvard grad, even more important. It is DK on the Sports Tip coming to you live from McKale Center, Arizona Basketball Media Day. Much more coming up straight ahead. Toby Waka is going to join us after this break. You're listening to Wildcats Radio 1290.
From the AutoNation Honda and BMW of Tucson Traffic Center, this is Wildcats Radio 1290 Traffic and Weather Together. Southbound I-19 near Pima Mine Road, bad collision occurred there. Southbound I-19 is closed between San Javier and Pima Mine Road. A lot of backup southbound I-19 approaching San Javier. Travel's being diverted off of the freeway. A lot of areas for on and off stop and go travel along Nogales Highway between Valencia all the way to Lumber Street. And slowdowns in town. It's picking up and getting busy at Alvernon and Grant Road. Some slowing on Campbell at Grant, also northbound Country Club at Grant Road. And I'm Cricket, and your weather, slight chance of showers today, 30% chance of rain, and 93 tomorrow and 97 now. I'm Cricket with your Wildcats Radio 1290 Traffic and Weather
This
Together.
report is sponsored by Dairy Queen. When you hear the small blizzard treat is just 85 cents with $1 purchase in the DQ app, you might just feel like you're dreaming. You're not. Hurry and get your small blizzard treat for just 85 cents with $1 purchase when you sign up for DQ Rewards. Only at participating locations.
Football season is here. Oh, man. Believe has the podcast to enhance your football experience. From the pros.
One of the most interesting quarterback rooms.
To college.
Michigan is set at 8.5 wins.
To fantasy.
If you feel that way, why didn't you trade him?
Become a better fan and listen to the football podcast from Believe.
Just search Believe. That's BLEAV podcast.
Follow and listen on your favorite platform.
If you have unfiled taxes or are in debt to the IRS, this is important news. Did you know the IRS has programs specifically designed to help people struggling with tax debt? Powerful tax assistance programs that can save you thousands if you qualify. No one knows these programs better than the experts at Optima Tax Relief, America's most trusted tax resolution firm. A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau, their award-winning tax attorneys and licensed professionals have resolved over $1 billion of tax debt for their clients. One call to Optima.
Nobody covers your Cats like we do, with press conferences, coaches shows, and play-by-play.
It is over. Cats have won it.
We bring you all the stories, highlights, and analysis of your Arizona Wildcats. We are Wildcats Radio 1290.
Confidence is knowing you're ready to handle whatever comes your way. That's what it feels like to take on your workday with Cintas. They make sure your AEDs are up to date, your fire extinguishers are tested and inspected, your floor mats are cleaned and delivered, and your workwear looks good, feels good, and is freshly laundered with the Cintas Apparel Plus program. So are you ready to take on today? Visit Cintas.com and get ready for the workday.
Find mom's best gift at Target. Now through Mother's Day, get up to 40% off gifts for her. Discover trendy apparel and swimwear that'll elevate any wardrobe. Jewelry that'll make her smile shine brighter, and even chocolate that'll turn
CCU at ICCU.com. We are your home for Arizona Athletics. This is Wildcats Radio 1290.
DK on the Sports Tip. Wildcats Radio 1290.
To Bradley. Wide open three is up over the rim, no good. Offensive rebound. Inside a Waka, lay it up, and that is good.
That guy just goes to work. He gets the time card. He punches it inside the lane. Offensive board and putback. We're going to see that all year long.
Tobe Owaka, 15 rebounds here tonight.
And Toby Owaka joins us back out here at McKale Center. It's Arizona Wildcats Basketball Media Day here from the floor. The Lute Olson and Bobby Olson court here, second season for Toby Owaka. When you hear people talk like that and say you just go to work, what does that say to you about the way you play the game, Toby?
It's just a mindset, how I kind of approach life. How I approach basketball, academics, relationships, everything. I try to stay consistent and all that. So, again, when I step in the court, I know what my role is. I know what I'm best at. rebounding defense, sort of being that sort of a tough and gritty anchor for a team,
We've been asking some of the young guys about see, there's Dwayne over there about having to come off a Toby Awaka screen.
Oh man!
Evan just said you get concussions coming off a Toby Awaka.
Did he say
screen.
that really?
He
Wow.
did say that. He did say that. What do you like when what do you teach those guys when you set that screen? How they need, if they see that type of screen in a game, how they need to adjust so they don't get their head taken off.
Yeah, I think it's just about timing and trailing the guy that you're guarding, trying to get as skinny as possible, and sort of give me like the least amount of surface area possible to make contact with, So I think that's really the best way. But it's tough because, sometimes in our offense you don't know when it's coming, and it kind of surprises you. So it's just about sort of being alert and being ready.
We know you love to rebound, but do you take pride in setting good screens for your guys offensively?
For sure. Yeah, our offense can't really run effectively if you can't set good screens, whether it's ball screens or off the ball. And I take pride in, getting the guards open because they do a lot to feed me the ball and, help me out in defense and things of that nature. So whenever I can get them open, it definitely gives me pride,
Toby Awaka is our guest, Arizona forward. Obviously, your stature, you had that coming in here, but how have you changed? Have you changed your body at all since you arrived here and started working with Chris Rounds?
Yeah, Coach Rounds has been really instrumental in me just becoming better as a basketball player. He's kind of the unsung hero of the program. He's not really in the media. He's not really talked about. But what he does in the backgrounds in the weight room is paramount to what this program is and, what it's become. When I got here, I was already, like you said, already big in stature. So I was just kind of looking to keep the weight, but lose body fat and get stronger. So I think I've done a good job of that, and he's helped me tremendously from sort of upper body strength to lower body strength to cardio and getting ready for the season, making sure you're in peak shape. So, yeah.
You want to throw your body fat percentage out there for people to know or no?
I think right now it's like a 5'8".
5'8", that's not too bad.
Preseason, so it's not too bad, yeah.
For sure. What's impressed you about some of these young bigs that are coming in this season? Mabil Mawad, Ivan Karchenkov, and the likes as well.
Talented, but they're mature too. They have a good head on their shoulders. They operate with the type of maturity as freshmen that's not really, common. And I think that their willingness to learn and to pick up details and to listen to constructive criticism has been, really positive and really eye-opening.
What most impresses you about Koa Pete?
Koa Pete is an amazing talent. He's probably the most level-headed kid, I've had the pleasure of meeting as a freshman. Sometimes I feel like he's older than me,
But does he read as many books as you?
I don't know. You might have to ask him that. We haven't had that conversation yet, but hopefully we get to it. But, great person off the court, but on the court he's a great talent, super versatile, able to handle the ball. Jump shot is coming along, super athletic, high IQ player in terms of making reads and just the right play overall. He's been like really, really fun to watch this summer and just how he's progressed and just seeing him play, seeing him come in at the start, ready to compete, sort of embracing that challenge too. I kind of knew he's going to do great things here.
Toby Awaka is our guest. So what's the book of the moment right now?
Ooh, I'm reading Inner Excellence. I forget the author's name. I think his name is Jim Murphy, I believe. But it was the book that, sort of the media went crazy about seeing AJ Green read on the sidelines last season, Philadelphia Eagles wide receiver. Somebody had recommended it to me, so I decided to pick it up, read it, and I'm going through it now. It's really great stuff.
How many books did you read over the summer? How many are what's like?
I think I was at 10 or 11.
10 or 11.
10 or 11. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And in terms of the academics for this year, what's going on there?
So I'm in Eller right now, the business school. I'm trying to pursue a degree in business administration. So going through a business communications class right now and a business management class. So trying to juggle that and hoops and sort of excel in that the best that I can.
What do you think where will that take you once basketball is done?
I'm not sure, to be honest. I think that I'm just trying to open up, sort of possible avenues as many as possible. sort of leave that door open wherever it takes me in terms of business. And just leave myself options. I wouldn't say I'm keyed in on one specific area. I am, sort of growing an interest in terms of the stock market and stuff like that, and looking at charts and, understanding patterns and stuff like that. That's something that's been cool to watch and understand. So yeah.
How long, for you, did it take to get over the loss to Duke? Is that something, because again, there's certain losses that are more difficult to get over than others. When you feel like you're better than a team, maybe if it's a team that has beaten you already once and you knew was maybe a step ahead, is it easier to get over a loss like that than maybe a team you should beat?
Honestly, I think it really took me a week. I kind of felt for a guy like Caleb, who played his heart out.
Yeah.
His last, go around in college basketball. Trey Townsend, same thing. So I really wanted to go as far as possible in the tournament for those guys. But again, I was just proud of the way our team played, and I thought we played, one of our better games of the season, and Duke just kind of responded, response after response for every punch that we threw. But yeah, losses like that are tough. But again, I think at the end of the day, it's just appreciation of the moment. And, I would say that the beginning of last season, not many people would have thought that we would have made it that far.
Mm-hmm.
So to kind of prove some people wrong and kind of lace up our bootstraps and kind of trudge through the season and make it that far, I think it's just a testament to the guys that we had on that team.
Toby, continued success. Looking forward to a second year here at Arizona.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Toby Awaka, senior big man for your Arizona Wildcats. It is Arizona Basketball Media Day here at McKale Center. We've got more interviews coming up for you. You're listening to Wildcats Radio, 1290.
Tobacco Barn presents the continuing saga of Captain Tobacco.
My hero.
To advertise up to 40% off at Tobacco Barn, paying no city or state sales tax, and saving up to $3 off with a coupon at tobaccobarntucson.com, I'm going to jump from this airplane at 30,000 feet.
I hope he's careful.
It's Tucson's only place to save up to 40% on all your favorite tobacco products. You'll pay no city or state sales tax because they're on the reservation.
Wait, where's the ripcord?
And save up to another $3 off with a coupon at tobaccobarntucson.com.
Oh no, he forgot his parachute.
I did it! Hooray! That's why I'm Captain Tobacco!
Captain, you seem a little shorter.
I prefer vertically challenged, my dear.
Tobacco Barn, Nogales Highway just south of Valencia. Check tobaccobarntucson.com.
Or did everyone else get taller?
Oh, brother. Now that I'm a dad, I can't stop thinking about what would happen to my kids if something happened to me, like losing the house or not affording college.
Yeah, that used to keep me up at night too. It's why I finally got life insurance from Ethos. It's 100% online. No medical exams, just a few health questions. I got $2 million in coverage for around $2 a day.
I never realized it was that simple. Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game.
Rates may vary. Bill monthly. Sample rate 10-year term life policy for a 35-year-old healthy non-smoking male.
If you have unfiled taxes or are in debt to the IRS, this is important news. Did you know the IRS has programs specifically designed to help people struggling with tax debt? Powerful tax assistance programs that can save you thousands if you qualify.
Nobody covers your Cats like we do, with press conferences, coaches shows, and play-by-play.
It is over. Cats have won it.
We bring you all the stories, highlights, and analysis of your Arizona Wildcats. We are Wildcats Radio 1290.
Confidence is knowing you're ready to handle whatever comes your way. That's what it feels like to take on your workday with Cintas. They make sure your AEDs are up to date, your fire extinguishers are tested and inspected, your floor mats are cleaned and delivered, and your workwear looks good, feels good, and is freshly laundered with the Cintas Apparel Plus program. So are you ready to take on today? Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Find mom's best gift at Target. Now through Mother's Day, get up to 40% off gifts for her. Discover trendy apparel and swimwear that'll elevate any wardrobe. Jewelry that'll make her smile shine brighter, and even chocolate that'll turn any moment into something sweeter. There are endless options to choose from to show her she's the best. Hurry, save 20 to 40% on select apparel, jewelry, chocolates, and more this Mother's Day only at Target. Restrictions apply.
Once upon a time, our family had trouble with pests around our home. Did you know that stinging insects send tons of people to the hospital? And teeny ticks and mosquitoes can be all around the yard. Their bites can make people and their pets sick. Mice, rats,
From McKale Center, it is Arizona Basketball Media Day. Getting a chance to chat with the fellows. The season is upon us. Red-blue game coming up, I believe, 2 weeks from this Friday night. And we're pleased to be joined by another one of this fabulous freshman class. McKale Maout is joining us now from the South Sudan. And first of all, McKale, we appreciate you taking the time to chat. What do you think of Tucson so far? You've been here, about
4 months?
About 4 months now?
Yeah, I'll say 4
okay,
months.
what do you think? What do you think of this town so far?
I love it, man. It's a nice, reserved town. Yeah, it's really, has amazing people. Yeah, I like the weather too. Yeah, it reminds me a lot about home. Yeah.
Now, see, my guy over here, Dragon Ball, stole my second question. We were talking before the show. Which heat is worse? Because you're from South Sudan.
Yep.
You also spent time in New York.
Yes.
And now you're here. So which heat is the worst?
I'll say Tucson for sure. But yeah, I love it. Yeah.
McKale Maout is our guest. Let me tell us a bit about your game. I mean, we've seen, obviously, you're a big guy, but we've seen that you have the ability to kind of shoot from the perimeter as well. How did you develop your game as a basketball player?
It just comes, with the hard work, I would say. I put a lot of time, into my reps, my shots, and that has helped me over the time, be able to stretch the floor, shoot a three. It helps me, helps the team, stretch the floor, and, we, kind of do our thing.
How old were you when you started playing basketball?
I was about 14. 14, 14,
wow.
13, yeah.
Same.
I was 13, turning 14.
So you're what age now? 17, 18?
I just turned 20.
Oh, you're 20.
Yep.
So you're a little bit older of a freshman.
Freshman, right.
There you go. So what have you in this? What kind of made you pick up the basketball for the first time? Were you watching the game? Did you see the game? How did that work?
Honestly, it was my older brothers. My older brother was playing pickup games back home. So yeah, he told me one time, I should just come down there and watch him. So I went down there and watched it. It was like, yeah, how do you like it? I was like, it was cool. So I just kept going back, and then from there I just started playing ball. Yeah.
How older of a brother was he?
Oh, he's my eldest brother. I'm from a family of 7.
Okay.
And he's the eldest. I'm the 5th child, so he's
wow.
probably old. Yeah.
So what was that like being in such a big family growing up?
Nah, it's really amazing, man. You learn a lot of stuff. You learn how to rely on family. You learn how to just view life from different perspectives. Through my siblings, they have their own, way of life. I have my own way of life, but, we kind of find a way to string it all together.
McKale Maout is our guest, freshman big man for the Arizona Wildcats. So are you the only one here in the United States, or are there other of your siblings that live here?
Nah, I'm the only one here.
Yeah, so you're so far away from family. How have you been able to make that adjustment?
Honestly, during the week, I try like 3 to 4 times, try and get on the phone with them as much as I can, check in with them, check on what's going on down there. And you also ask me what's going on down here. We kind of keep up with each other, to be honest. Yeah.
The brother that took you to play the first time, what does he think of this now, this opportunity for you to play in the United States?
Nah. Oh, he just tells me every time. He's like, man, he's never been proud, because this is what he wanted to do, He wanted to do it, play at the high level, but he never got the opportunity. But I think God, put that opportunity in me, to run through me, and, he's never been happy. He loves seeing me out here, and he's always cheering for me.
Now, will they be able to watch the games?
Yeah, for sure. They're gonna be locked in. They're gonna be locked in.
Do you think they'll be able to get over here at all this year, or eventually get over?
For sure, yeah. It's it's in works. In the future, I hope to get them down here. Probably come see a game, see this environment, and appreciate it for what it is.
Now,
it's amazing here.
You went to one of the NBA academies. How did you get into that, and what was that like?
Honestly, like I said, after my brother got me to start playing basketball through the pickup games, one of my coaches back from South Sudan, Coach Waldang, he has a program called Solid Skills Sports Academy. So he kind of evaluated me, and so I worked hard. I loved what I was doing and everything, and he wanted to be a part of it. He started helping me with the training and everything. I got a chance to go for a tryout to Coach Wall. That was a private tryout that was held at the NBA Academy was 20 participants, and out of the 20, they selected only 5 of us. Yeah.
So then when you started, how long ago did you start the process of looking at coming to the United States? Was that a few years ago, or?
I'll say when I joined the academy in 2021, that was, a big, that was my first time playing organized basketball. I never really played organized basketball. So they really helped me to, teach me how to play the game and all of that. That was 2 years. I stayed down there 2 years, 2020, 21, and 23. That's when I moved to the United States. I got recruited by Our Savior Lutheran School down in New York. So, yeah.
So living in New York, is that New York City?
Yes, New York City for sure.
So what'd you like about living in the biggest city in the United States?
I was pretty nervous, to be honest, when they told me I was coming down to New York. But when I got there, it was amazing, man. New York is a vibrant city. Yeah, it's like a big culture aspect to it, like different people, different races. So yeah, that made it really, comforting. I felt like I belonged, and yeah, it was just, I loved it, man. I love New York. New York has great energy. It's a great city to be in for sure.
Did you have to take the subway to school?
Yeah, I took the subway a couple times when I was going to Times Square. Yeah, it's really nice. That experience. Yeah.
And what made you feel comfortable about this environment with Coach Lloyd and these guys here?
Honestly, it's the winning culture out here. It's something big, something that really caught my eye. I love winning. I love to be a part of a winning team, and to be honest, Coach Lloyd has a great history with big men. Likes of Christian Koloko, Uma Balo, international big men, developing them and, developing their game and all. And I felt I could be part of that. And he told me how he could, help me reach my full potential. And, yeah, that really helped me come out here.
Speaking of big man, you looking forward to meeting Shaq?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's going to be exciting. That's going to be really exciting.
What would you ask him? If you get a chance to ask him a question, what you going to ask him?
Why he couldn't make free throws.
That's awesome. That's a great question. What's your free throw percentage like?
Nah, I'm pretty sure I'm a good 85%.
85%?
Yeah.
All right. That's what we like to hear. That's what we like to hear. Mabil, appreciate you stopping by. Best of luck. Continued success. Looking forward to this freshman season for you
for sure.
at Arizona.
Thank you for having me, man. Appreciate you.
Mabil Maut.
Yes, sir.
There you go.
Yes,
he is the freshman big man for your Arizona Wildcats. It is Wildcat Basketball Media Day here at the McKale Center. That's probably wrapping up our interviews, but we'll have much more of our show coming up for you. We'll take a break here and come back with a whole lot more. You're listening to Wildcats Radio 1290. Awesome, man.
From the Auto Nation Honda and BMW of Tucson Traffic Center, it's Wildcats Radio 1290 Traffic and Weather Together. Crash at Colburn to Irvington.
Nobody
and
else
Colt
standing by.
Road major wreck occurred on I-19 southbound near Pima Mine Road, and the southbound side of I-19 is closed between San Javier and Pima Mine Road.
Okay, I'm
Southbound
going to
I-19
make up some
off
spots
of the
then.
freeway at San Javier, and also really heavy backups for travel on Nogales Highway southbound between Valencia and Aerospace Parkway. For your weather, storms likely through 6 tonight.
What's up, man?
Tomorrow, 30%
You coming over
chance
to
of
us
rain
too?
at 93
All
and
right.
about 91
Awesome.
now. I'm Cricket with your Wildcats Radio,
Yep.
1290 Traffic
We
and
gotta
Weather
go.
Together.
This report is sponsored by AutoZone. Get in the zone. The free AutoZone Fix Finder
Nobody
service.
covers your Cats like we do, with press conferences, coaches shows, and play-by-play.
It is over. Cats have won it.
We bring you all the stories, highlights, and analysis of your Arizona Wildcats. We are Wildcats Radio 1290.
Confidence is knowing you're ready to handle whatever comes your way. That's what it feels like to take on your workday with Cintas. They make sure your AEDs are up to date, your fire extinguishers are tested and inspected, your floor mats are cleaned and delivered, and your workwear looks good, feels good, and is freshly laundered with the Cintas Apparel Plus program. So are you ready to take on today? Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Find mom's best gift at Target. Now through Mother's Day, get up to 40% off gifts for her. Discover trendy apparel and swimwear that'll elevate any wardrobe. Jewelry that'll make her smile shine brighter, and even chocolate that'll turn any moment into something sweeter. There are endless options to choose from to show her she's the best. Hurry! Save 20 to 40% on select apparel, jewelry, chocolates, and more this Mother's Day only at Target. Restrictions apply.
Once upon a time, our family had trouble with pests around our home. Did you know that stinging insects send tons of people to the hospital? And teeny ticks and mosquitoes can be all around the yard. Their bites can make people and their pets sick. Mice, rats, and roaches need food and water just like us. You do not want them to visit. They can spread disease and make it hard to breathe. I'm sure glad this story has a happy ending.
Learn how to protect your family at pestworld.org. A public service message from the National Pest Management Association.
It's DK on the Sports Tip. Did you hear what we were talking about?
Doing a lot of around-the-house work. New tub. We had to break up the concrete, reset the pipe.
You're going to start your own show?
Not a chance. I'm not a big HGTV guy.
How much of that work are you doing yourself?
The stripping was kind of my job. I ended up taking
stripping?
I took out the linoleum. I stripped out the linoleum.
Am I not paying you enough money?
You are a fighter, and Modelo is your reward. You've earned every last drop of this rich golden lager, so raise it up high. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
DK on the Sports Tip. Wildcats Radio 1290.
Bradley down, gets around Collier into the lane, lay it up and good. What a beautiful move by Jaden Bradley. Ahead to Bradley on the break, slap it home. Timeout Trojans, and the Wildcats have broken it open.
And we're coming back to you live from McKale Center. It is Arizona Basketball Media Day, a new way of doing it this year. First time we've had a chance to bring the show out here to the floor at McKale Center. We are, in fact, sitting where the Arizona bench would be, where Jaden Bradley, he wouldn't be sitting on the bench, though, because he would be in the ball game, unless he came out to get a little bit of a break. He's got some guys that can play behind him this year, and Evan Nelson being one of those. Jaden, appreciate you taking some time to join us. When you talk about this university, and obviously the moniker here is Point Guard U. When you hear that and realize that you're going into now your second year as being the latest in that run of great point guards that they've had here, what does that mean for you?
Yes, sir. First of all, appreciate you having me. Just knowing the history, Point Guard U, all the people that's come before me, Stoudemire, Bibby, even the other recent guards we had, and so just knowing the history behind that, and it's just it's bigger than basketball. It's a legacy trying to carry on, and so I'm excited to play after those guys, and they still watch and come back. So just grateful for their support, and excited to just be in those conversations.
How did you evaluate your first season running this program here?
I loved it. You want to come in a new spot and have big shoes to fill, and Coach Lloyd and just the Arizona program is a well looked upon program, and so just coming in, and we didn't have a perfect season that we wanted on paper, but we had some ups and downs, and it's about how you navigate through the tough times, and I feel like we did a decent job with that.
Chatting with Jaden Bradley, point guard for your Arizona Wildcats. I asked Toby this question: how long did it take you to get over the loss to Duke and to kind of reset for what you wanted this season to be?
Losing to him twice, that definitely kind of hurt. I feel like both times we had a decent game plan, great game plan going in, and we just didn't execute it fully. But it's definitely been on my mind all summer, kind of using that as motivation. I've never been past Sweet 16 in my career, and it's my last year. That's definitely strong on my bucket list. Not only for me, but just for Tucson and for the Arizona program. So I'm gonna do whatever it takes, and we got a long season before that, but that's something definitely that's on my bucket list.
Where do you have to be better in your mind?
For sure, just I think with everything, my shot, staying consistent, finishing, getting my free throw percentage up, just everything on the court, more efficient, get my numbers better, encourage my teammates more, just everything on the basketball court that I can do, I got to do it to a high level.
We've seen the last two seasons anyway, and this year will be included, some really dynamic preseason scheduling that you guys have had 2 years ago when you played all those ranked teams and were able to navigate that pretty well. Last year where you guys kind of struggled a little bit in that preseason. What was it about when you guys found that groove last year after that tough stretch that you felt like allowed you guys to get to where you wanted to get and get into the Sweet 16?
Yeah, like you said, we got a tough schedule. I feel like we got the hardest schedule in the nation, and then I think that's what you want. As a player, you want to play the best versus the best, and especially going into our Big 12 gauntlet that we got. So it's not going to be a sleeper there. So just starting off with a tough one is going to be good. But like you said, last year we didn't do too great in the first couple games, but we kind of found it, and Coach Lloyd would just keep telling us. Take the losses, turn them into lessons, and we kept pushing, kept grinding, and then when we found a couple wins, we started getting rolling. It wasn't pretty, but then we started rolling, and we started off Big 12 play, undefeated for a couple games, and then we just got to finish. So now we know what it's like. We got our first year under the Big 12, and we want to come in next season and try to win a regular season and also a tournament championship.
Obviously, you've played for this program in the Pac-12 and in the Big 12. Last year, one of the things we always were saying is like, man, it's another night, another big game. Did you guys get the sense of that as a team? It's like every night we rolled out there was like a big night, maybe even more so than it was the year before when you were in the Pac-12, where maybe there were nights where it didn't have the aura of being a big-time experience as it seemed like every game was last year.
Yeah, yes, sir. Definitely. Big 12 is definitely going to challenge you and push you, every night. Whether it's the Monday night, Friday night, or whatever time the game is. No game is you can't ease into any game. At home, on the road. So you're playing against the Baylors, the Houstons, anybody, Texas Tech, TCUs, anybody. They're all great, great teams, and you got to bring it every night or you can't get beaten.
How'd you guys like that scheduling last year in terms of like Saturday was really kind of the first game, and then you had the Monday or the Tuesday versus prior years when it was Thursday and then Saturday kind of situation?
Yeah, it's definitely it's different from kind of the Pac-12 schedule. I feel like Pac-12 it was less days in between games. I feel like Big 12 we kind of had a little bit more space, but we don't complain about anything. We adjust on the fly, and whenever they want us to play, it can be 6 a.m., 12 p.m., anything. We're going to go out there, lace it up, and, do what we need to do.
What's your impression of Evan Nelson, who's going to be backing you up this year?
Man, great guy. Not only on the court, off the court, great guy, great family man, great teammate to be around. Can flat out shoot it, can defend. He could do it. He can do anything. I feel like he can be, starting on a lot of these, high-level programs. So just to have him, on my side and, I can learn a lot from him. He can learn a lot from me. So, we're ready to get after it this year.
All right, red, blue, are you dunking? Are you three-point shooting? What you got?
No, I feel like, got a lot of young guys.
You're going to let the young guys handle all that,
let the young guys handle it. And then they need some extras. I'm there.
There you go. Jaden, hey, always great chance to chat with you. Best of luck this season, and let's get past that Sweet 16 and get to the Elite Eight.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Jaden Bradley, point guard for your Arizona Wildcats. It is Arizona Basketball Media Day, coming to you live here from McKale Center. 520-848-1290 is the number to get in on the program. Much more coming up for you straight ahead. You're listening to Wildcats Radio 1290. Thanks, Jaden.
From the AutoNation Honda and BMW of Tucson Traffic Center, it's Wildcats Radio 1290 Traffic and Weather together. Crash at Colburn to Irvington and Kolb Road. Major wreck occurred on I-19 southbound near Pima Mine Road, and the southbound side of I-19 is closed between San Javier and Pima Mine Road. Southbound I-19 being diverted off of the freeway at San Javier, and also really heavy backups for travel on Nogales Highway southbound between Valencia and Aerospace Parkway. For your weather, storms likely through 6 tonight. Tomorrow, 30% chance of rain and 93, and about 91 now. I'm Cricket with your Wildcats Radio 1290 Traffic and Weather together.
This report is sponsored by Rooter Ranger 24/7 Plumbing, Sewer, and Drains. For fast, affordable plumbing and emergency drain services, call Rooter Ranger and get out of plumbing danger. RooterRanger.com.
888-7-RANGER.
Hop in.
AutoNation Honda Tucson at the Auto Mall is your premier automotive destination in town. Explore the new 2025 Honda models and extensive collection of pre-owned vehicles. Experience no-hassle financing and our no-haggle one-price selection.
Nobody covers your Cats like we do, with press conferences, coaches shows, and play-by-play.
It is over. Cats have won it.
We bring you all the stories, highlights, and analysis of your Arizona Wildcats. We are Wildcats Radio 1290.
Confidence is knowing you're ready to handle whatever comes your way. That's what it feels like to take on your workday with Cintas. They make sure your AEDs are up to date, your fire extinguishers are tested and inspected, your floor mats are cleaned and delivered, and your workwear looks good, feels good, and is freshly laundered with the Cintas Apparel Plus program. So are you ready to take on today? Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Find mom's best gift at Target. Now through Mother's Day, get up to 40% off gifts for her. Discover trendy apparel and swimwear that'll elevate any wardrobe. Jewelry that'll make her smile shine brighter, and even chocolate that'll turn any moment into something sweeter. There are endless options to choose from to show her she's the best. Hurry! Save 20 to 40% on select apparel, jewelry, chocolates, and more this Mother's Day only at Target. Restrictions apply.
Once upon a time, our family had trouble with pests around our home. Did you know that stinging insects send tons of people to the hospital? And teeny ticks and mosquitoes can be all around the yard. Their bites can make people and their pets sick. Mice, rats, and roaches need food and water just like us. You do not want them to visit. They can spread disease and make it hard to breathe. I'm sure glad this story has a happy ending.
Learn how to protect your family at pestworld.org. A public service message from the National Pest Management Association.
It's DK on the sports tip. Did you hear what we were talking about?
Doing a lot of around the house work. A new tub. We had to break up the concrete, reset the pipe.
You're going to start your own show?
Not a chance. I'm not a big HGTV guy.
How much of that work are you doing yourself?
The stripping was kind of my job. I ended up taking
stripping?
I took
You're
out the
stripping?
linoleum. I stripped out the
Am
linoleum.
I not paying you enough money that you got to strip for a living? DK on the sports tip, Monday through Fridays at 3, right here on Wildcats Radio, 1290.
At Straight Talk, we are all about no-brainers. Calling Grandma for her recipe, no-brainer. Streaming one more episode at 2 a.m., big no-brainer. Getting real unlimited data where you buy bananas, the ultimate no-brainer. Switch now and get a free Samsung Galaxy A16 5G or Moto G Power 5G 2024 with select plans. Straight Talk, real unlimited data. Available at Walmart and straighttalk.com. Offer valid through 5/19/25. Taxes and fees apply. Requires in-store single line activation on qualifying plan. For network management practices, visit straighttalk.com/terms. Copyright 2025 Verizon.
Do you disregard people's personal space? Sitting next to people in public, even if there are tons of open seats? Do people ask, how do you sleep at night? Then you should get a mattress from Mattress Firm. They can help anyone sleep. Mattress Firm's 72-hour sale is happening now. Save up to 72% off on top brands, with queens starting at $149.99. Get matched at Mattress Firm. Sleep at night. Restrictions apply. See store or mattressfirm.com for details.
When I found out my son was smoking weed, I thought it was just part of adolescence.
But then I found out how powerful weed is now.
When teens use vapes or dabs, the potency can be 80 to 100% THC.
Use of high THC products by youth can cause hallucinations, cannabis-induced psychosis,
and come with increased risks of suicidal thoughts,
planning, and attempts.
Just Say No, KNOW. Go to justsayno.org today for the facts.
A public service message from Johnny's Ambassadors.
We bring you all the news and stories of your Arizona Wildcats. Be sure to follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Wildcats Radio 1290 for the latest highlights and commentary. Your home for U of A athletics, Wildcats Radio 1290.
More than 6 million kids in the U.S. have ADHD, and many aren't getting the support they need. At understood.org, we can help. Sometimes in class, the only thing your child can focus on are the thoughts racing through their head.
Why am I always falling behind? Why do I feel so alone? So different.
Your child is looking to you for answers. But as a parent, you probably have a lot of questions too. What should I do next? Where do I even start? At
Network. The injuries continue to mount for the Vikings. Running back Aaron Jones being placed on injured reserve with a hamstring injury, according to NFL Network insiders Tom Pelissero and Ian Rappaport. Minnesota also signing running back Cam Akers and quarterback Desmond Ridder. The Bengals officially placed quarterback Joe Burrow on injured reserve as he's expected to miss
Give me a highlight.
Just a turf toe injury.
Give me a highlight coming out. We'll talk. Dragon Ball's going to sit down. We can all talk about the Wildcats for a little while, and then
Buccaneers
we can
defensive
get
tackle Kalijah Kancey tore his pec
basketball.
during the team's win over the Texans, according to NFL Network insider Mike Garafolo. Kancey will need surgery and miss the rest of the 2025 season. And another injury to report, but this time to a coach. Rams head coach Sean McVay tore his plantar fascia while coaching during the team's win over the Titans on Sunday. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
One in 4 Americans have a disability. I'm one of them. I'm also a working mom who cares deeply about making sure every child with a disability thrives by getting their access needs met. We've got a trusted ally by our side. Easter Seals provides children and families the foundation for lifelong success through early learning programs, skills training, and prep for college and career. That's my Easter Seals. Make it yours. Join us at easterseals.com.
Life insurance. Why are you putting it off? Can't afford it? Too much hassle? Think you don't need it? There's lots of excuses for putting off life insurance. But if you weren't there, who would pay the mortgage and other bills? With Ethos, you could be covered in 10 minutes and boom,
this is round 2 versus Oregon.
Ethos. Fast and easy online term life insurance. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as
Nobody covers your Cats like we do. With press conferences, coaches shows, and play-by-play.
It is over. Cats have won it.
We bring you all the stories, highlights, and analysis. DK on the Sports Tip. Wildcats Radio 1290.
In Arizona with the ball the other way. Here's Bradley. Drives right into Biddle, lay it up and good, and the Wildcats have taken their first lead. 32-31 Arizona.
And we're coming to you live from Arizona Basketball Media Day here at the McKale Center. It is DK on the Sports Tip, 520-848-1290, 520-848-1290 is the number to get in on the program. We had a chance to talk to a number of the players here today, a good bit of them. Dwayne Aristo joined us, Anthony Delorso, Ivan Karchenkov, Koa Pete, Moteus Krivas. Don't call him Mo. He prefers to be called Moteus, so we'll call him that. Evan Nelson, Toby Waka, and Mabil Maut. So there you go. Dragon Ball joins us now. We've got Jada back in the studio. Fellas, this is a great environment. This is a perfect, I think, way to do this event. In the past, we've come here, and it's kind of been a free-for-all. You can just kind of go around and talk to guys as they're standing or as they're positioned at tables and that kind of thing, whereas this year they kind of set it up where the broadcasters and the media were positioned, and they took the players around to each of the sites. You've got K-Gun 9 is here. News 4 Tucson is across from us. We got Damian Alameda with KOLD, CBS 13. We got a number of the other radio stations and media entities as well. I think Dragon Ball, great way to do this event here for the Arizona Wildcats.
Oh, yeah, no, and everybody's moving pretty freely. And, again, you've also got all the pictures and all the highlight packages that they're getting ready to record down here on the other side behind the basketball as you look up at the jerseys of Steve Kerr and Sean Elliott there here in McKale Center. And, it's all these – and the best part is you're able to go ahead and actually get to talk to them. You're actually able to have a long extended conversation. And big credit to you, J-Dub, back in the studio for making sure that you were working the dials and tuning the keys as best you could back there.
Got the highlights of some of our veteran guys for sure. Who'd you hear that impressed you, J-Dub?
All of them impressed me, DK. But mostly, I really like Evan talking about the high character.
Yeah.
Because that's my takeaway. I mean, listening to all these young freshmen coming in, high character is so important at this level. My experience, 40 years watching Arizona basketball. Mm-hmm. The teams that have had the most success are the teams that love each other. The guys that really enjoy setting each other up, have great, spirit behind others doing well. And at times, you might have a person among that group who's looking to call their own number a little bit too much. And everything I heard today, DK, points towards a whole bunch of guys that are really, really enjoying getting to know each other and that are just there to make sure that team success is the top priority.
And the big thing about that too, J-Dub, I was over here getting, again, the pictures of all these guys getting their highlight packages and stuff like that, kind of getting some more B-roll for us here to use on our website while DK was having the discussions with the players. I was listening to some of those younger, incoming freshmen. They are having so much camaraderie among themselves, but there's also camaraderie from the freshmen to the upperclassmen. And Evan Nelson, while he was here before he came on with DK, is having jokes with some of the younger, freshmen like Koa Pete and Mobile and everything else like that. I mean, there's so much camaraderie, even though a lot of these guys haven't been here that long.
Yeah.
There's a willingness to go ahead and reach out and have those conversations. Bryce James having jokes with Jaden Bradley about what the celebration's going to be after a three-point shot and things of that nature, which Jaden joked a little bit. He wanted to do a backflip after every three-point shot. I don't know if he's going to be able to do
Bryce
that.
to do a backflip?
No, Jaden Bradley says that
backflip.
he was going to do backflips after every three-point shot. I don't know how much I want to see him do that, but if he did it after one, I'd be impressed.
I don't want my point guard doing backflips out there.
One small correction, Koa Pete is older than Tobe Awaka. We found that out today.
Oh.
Remember?
According to Tobe, yeah. According to Tobe, yeah.
Tobe said that he thought Koa might be older than him just because he's so young and wise.
He's so young and wise. That's for sure. Like I said, I don't think he reads as many books, though. Tobe got through 10 books. 10 books this summer. How about that? 10. I haven't read 10 books in 10 years. Toby read 10 this summer.
Big word books too, fellas. Big words in those books.
Oh yeah. See, I need to start reading books instead of Instagram and all those other things that'll rotten your mind out for sure. 520-848-1290 is the number to get in on the program. It was interesting. Obviously, we have a lot of international players, and we asked a lot of the guys about Eurobasket because we've been talking a lot about that this summer. And not surprised to hear, fellas, that a lot of those guys were following that event.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're obviously going to follow it naturally, but then you look at like Pelle Larsson, Zulis Tabellis, most recent graduates from the U of A, or at least left, for their junior year, and then Lowry was the third leading scorer in it. So there are guys who once wore a U of A uniform from Europe who are currently the best player on their teams, or second best in maybe Zoo's case, that they can look to and say, that could be me someday. And obviously, with guys like Koa, as you said, DK, with 4 gold medals, someday hoping to dream to be in that men's senior national team.
Right.
The Eurobasket is just, there's so much passion to play for your country. And you could really hear it in those guys when you asked that question, DK. They were watching for all of the players, but especially for guys, for their countries when they do well. Germany, obviously the best of the bunch.
There you go, for sure. It was good to see that they're engaged and following what's going on in their country. Because, again, I think somebody mentioned it over this weekend in terms of football. So many kids in this country nowadays, especially this country, they grow up, but they don't necessarily they play the sports, but they don't necessarily always watch the sports. And I think that's important for just the overall evolution of who you are as a player, whether it's football, whether it's basketball, whether it's baseball. I think you should play the game, but you should also be watching the older players, professionals, and the like in your country, and learn from them by watching the game too. I think it's so important that we get more of our kids in this country watching sports versus just playing sports. 520-848-1290, 520-848-1290 is the number to get in on the program. Let's get you your Cardinals report for today. Cardinals and Falcons. It's Bijan versus Lathan this weekend in the National Football League.
Not only are the Panthers off to an 0-2 start to their season, but now down 2 of their starting 5 offensive linemen due to injuries from last week at Arizona. I'm Jim Zoki with the Panthers update after this.
Hey, you see that Panthers game?
Oh, yeah. I saw the whole thing.
The squad looks promising.
Sure do. I'm seeing some talent.
They got some pieces for sure.
And they got no quit.
You said it. Oh, what's your name?
Oh, I'm Jake.
I'm Luke. Nice to meet you.
Keep pounding. Go Panthers.
Go Panthers.
Make a new friend based solely on their shirt choice. What would you like the power to do? Bank of America.
the official bank of the Carolina Panthers. Copyright 2025 Bank of America Corporation.
Your chance to win $5K a day. That's 5 winners, $1,000 each every weekday. $5K a day starts Thursday, September 18th. Just listen for the national keyword that we will announce 5 times each weekday. Then text the keyword to 95819. That's 95819. Do it 5 times each weekday for 5 chances to win. Your money's waiting, $5K a day.
Pro Bowl guard Robert Hunt and veteran center Austin Corbett, both on injured reserve after injury suffered in the Panthers' loss against the Arizona Cardinals. Hunt with a torn biceps, while Corbett an MCL injury to the same knee that had surgery 2 seasons ago. Coach Dave Canales on losing a couple of their offensive leaders.
Oh, yeah, definitely. We're going to miss those guys. They'll be with us. They'll be around here, but we'll miss them on the field. Austin and between Rob, these are 2 guys that I lean on also just for messaging, and for the toughness and the fight and the discipline to just continue to go back to work. So we'll certainly miss those guys that way.
In their place, former NC State guard Chandler Zavala will fill the vacancy left by Hunt. Cade Mays, who had previously had a contested battle for the starting center spot in the preseason, now takes over with that injury to Austin Colbert. Meanwhile, running back Chuba Hubbard says that he has confidence in the new lineup.
2 unfortunate injuries, obviously. Those are my guys. I love them. I'll be praying for them and hoping they can come back as soon as possible. But, I've said it since the beginning. Joe and Goody do a great job with everybody in their room. So the next guys that need to step up to do a great job. So I'm not worried.
Panthers look to bounce back this Sunday at home as they host the Atlanta Falcons. I'm Jim Zoki on the Carolina Panthers Radio Network.
And we'll have coverage beginning at 9 a.m. pregame show for Carolina Panthers Atlanta Falcons coming up this Sunday here right on Wildcats Radio 1290. Again, that's going to be exciting. Bijan Robinson versus Lathan Ransom. I don't think they ever played in college. I don't think Ohio State and Texas played against each other. They played this year, but they never played when those 2 guys were in school. So it's going to be fun to watch those 2 guys get together. South Point Catholic Lancers, teammates on the field against each other in the NFL, and we're all hoping that Lathan gets an opportunity to tackle Bijan Robinson this weekend. That's going to be really cool.
It's going to be something to go ahead and be on the lookout for, because the way that the Falcons ran the ball last week, I'd be surprised if you don't see the Panthers at least attempt to go ahead and have a little bit more of a response to that to keep it in check. Maybe you have 6, maybe 7 in the box at a time. And one of those 7 could be Lathan Ransom waiting to go ahead and get into the A-gap and try to at least disrupt the handoff between Michael Penix Jr. and Bijan in the backfield there. And the other side of it, it's going to be interesting to see exactly how well Tetairoa McMillan does, because as far as I understand it, if I remember seeing this correctly, I believe A.J. Terrell may be having a bit of an issue going onto the field for the Falcons. So if the Falcons are going to be down a couple corners, it'll be interesting to see what the matchup is going to be for T-Mac on the outside.
They did play last year, but obviously Bijan was already in the NFL. So Lathan was there. They did play last year in Arlington, this year in Columbus. But what if I told you that those 2 schools, proud top 10 college football programs, have only played 5 times all time?
Ever, yeah.
5 times.
Exactly.
Ever. 5 times ever, yeah.
All right, coming up at the top of the hour, Game 2 of the WNBA first round. It is the Phoenix Mercury and the New York Liberty at the Barclays Center, actually over in Brooklyn. The Mercury trailing that series 1-0, must win. It's a best out of 3, so if they don't win tonight, the season is over. All eyes are on the New York side of this. Brianna Stewart, their leading scorer at 18 points a game, suffered a knee injury in the game 1 here in Phoenix over the weekend. We heard from Brianna after shoot-around earlier today on her potential availability for game number 2.
I wanted to make sure I tried in shoot-around, so barring anything crazy happening between now and then, that's my plan. But I just want to make sure that I don't wake up from my nap and feel like shit.
What is it?
So I have a sprain. I sprained my MCL, basically. But I think that what I felt in that moment scared me more than anything. And I'm very happy to have gotten my MRI results back and know that it's something that I can play through depending on how much pain I want to be in.
There you go. So Brianna Stewart disclosing an MCL sprain, and whether or not, again, we're about 10 minutes away here from the start of this game, and we'll kind of find out if she can go out there. If she can go out there, obviously that's a plus for the New York Liberty. And if she doesn't go out there, I'm looking at the starting lineups right now, and she is in the starting lineup. How much she plays, despite being in the starting lineup, will remain to be seen tonight. But Brianna Stewart at least will start tonight, coming up here in about 10 minutes for Game 2. Satu Sabali, Alyssa Thomas, Natasha Mack, Kalia Copper, and Monica Koa-Makani will be in the starting lineup for the New York Liberty. I'm sorry, for the Phoenix Mercury, needing a win tonight. This is a new format, actually, for the WNBA in terms of the first round, the 1-1-1. There's a lot of travel involved with the 1-1-1, but it seems like it's already paying dividends early on. We saw the Indiana Fever come back and win a game last night after losing Game 1. I think Seattle also was able to win their Game 2 at home, and obviously New York goes on the road and wins, and now they've got a chance to wrap it up at home in this contest tonight.
Yeah. There's no clean way to do a best of 3, right?
Yeah, not really.
I mean, you have
not
to
fairly anyway.
Right. So if you give the team with the home court advantage the first game and the second game, the other team might not get a game at home for the third game, right? And if you do it the opposite way, then you're giving the advantage to the lower seeded team by letting them play at home first, right? So it's kind of got to be 1-1-1.
You kind of have to have it be that setup if you're going to go with the best of 3 series. But the biggest question again is going to be if Brianna Stewart does look like she's going to start, like you mentioned, DK.
Right.
She's in the starting lineup according to reports. How long does she end up on the court for the entirety? Like, does she stay on for the entirety of the first quarter just to like kind of stretch the knee out, just to see how it works? Is it going to be kind of a triage situation where, okay, the minute it starts to flare up on you, let us know so we can go ahead and pull you out? It's going to be something to go ahead and be very, very observant of, because I can guarantee you Nate Tibbetts is going to go ahead and have somebody say, challenge him, make sure that you can go ahead and see just how loose that knee is, and see if we can go ahead and really make Brianna Stewart decide how badly does she want to be out here on the court.
And remember, guys, this is a person who won 3 National Player of the Years in college and has won 2 MVPs in the WNBA as well. 7-time, first team All-NBA, WNBA. So clearly she is one of the best players on the planet, one of the best players in the game of all time. I highly doubt if she can go out there, even if at 40, 50%, she's going to do it. She's going to give it a shot and see how it feels. That's kind of how it's got to go.
I guess she woke up from her nap feeling just fine.
She didn't feel like she wasn't feeling good. No.
Right, exactly. She woke up feeling just fine. All right, 520-848-1290, 520-848-1290 is the number to get in on the program. You can call us at that number. You can text us at that number. We are coming to you live here from McKale Center. It is Arizona Basketball Media Day. We had a chance to talk to a number of the guys. We may get 1 or 2 more of the walk-ons as well. We're told we might have a chance to chat with Addison Arnold. I wouldn't necessarily mind talking to Mr. Jackson Francois if he's around as well. He, the son of the athletic director here at the University of Arizona, Desiree Reed Francois. I don't know that we've gotten a chance to talk to Jackson Francois since he arrived here on campus. So that might be kind of cool to pick his brain on what it's like to be the son of the AD at a major university. This second for him because he was on the basketball team at Missouri for my guy Dennis Gates, the former head coach at Cleveland State, who went to Missouri, played for Dennis for a year before transferring over. And this will be his obviously second year here at the University of Arizona, playing as a walk-on for Tommy Lloyd. So,
you know how
stuff.
Every time you two leave the building, some kind of drastic weather conditions happen?
Oh boy, what happened? What's going on? I can't see
nothing there
anything.
Because you're in the building, you're in McKale, but it is pouring here at the station right now.
Great.
It's maybe as hard as it's rained all year long.
I left my windows half open. So.
I mean, there's like 15 windows between me and the rain, and I can hear it from where I'm sitting.
Man,
so,
see, I miss all the good rain. I miss every time. Every time there's something a strong weather event happens, either I'm inside a facility like this where I have no idea it's happening, or I'm out of state.
Only when me and you go out somewhere.
Right? Exactly. Marana comes to mind for sure. Well, no, J-Dub was down I think J-Dub was down in Benson.
I was,
that
yeah.
time.
That didn't really hit till we came back, though. On the way back, it was crazy.
Yeah,
for sure.
it was, for sure. All right, DK on the sports tip, 520-848-1290 is the number to get on the program. We'll get our top of the hour break in here, come back much more here at McKale Center, Arizona Basketball Media Day, and you are listening to Wildcats Radio 1290.
From the AutoNation Honda and BMW of Tucson Traffic Center, this is Wildcats Radio 1290 Traffic and Weather Together. That major collision that occurred earlier on southbound I-19 near Pima Mine Road, state troopers have just reopened the southbound side of I-19 between San Javier and Pima Mine Road. Still expect the potential for some residual slowing as travel starts to move through the area. We still have some backups on southbound Nogales Highway between Valencia and Aerospace Parkway. Other collisions reported at Kolb and Irvington, also westbound I-10 near Sunset. And for your weather, they say storms are likely through 6 tonight. Tomorrow, 93 with a 30% chance of rain, and about 91 now. I'm Cricket with your Wildcats Radio, 1290 Traffic and Weather Together.
This report is sponsored by Prime Big Deal Days. Looking for a kitchen upgrade? Prime Big Deal Days are coming. But even if that's not on your list, there will be deals on all kinds of must-haves. Up to 40% off. Shop Prime Big Deal Days on October 7th and 8th.
They say that living a life of recovery isn't entirely about sobriety. It's more about community and staying connected. At Gospel Rescue Mission, we provide a new supportive community, a safe place to heal and grow.
Hi, my name is Michael. Because of your help and the community I've found, I am now 9 years sober and living the life I never imagined.
Your support of Gospel Rescue Mission helps someone stay connected, stay sober, and stay alive. Go to grmtucson.com.
Average doesn't grow your business. Smart strategy does. At Cumulus Digital, our campaigns outperform industry benchmarks by more than 25% because we go beyond clicks and impressions, showing you exactly who saw your ad. We build solutions that fit more than 4,000 businesses that partner with us every month. Let's build one for you. You're not average, and your marketing results shouldn't be either. Visit cumulusdigital.com today.
Tobacco Barn presents the continuing saga of Captain Tobacco.
My hero!
To advertise up to 40% off at Tobacco Barn, paying no city or state sales tax, and saving up to $3 off with a coupon at tobaccobarntucson.com, I'm going to jump from this airplane at 30,000 feet.
I hope he's careful.
It's Tucson's only place to save up to 40% on all your favorite tobacco products. You'll pay no city or state sales tax because they're on the reservation.
Wait, where's the ripcord?
And save up to another at tobaccobarntucson.com.
Oh no, he forgot his parachute. I did it!
Hooray!
That's why I'm Captain Tobacco. Captain, you seem a little shorter. I prefer vertically challenged, my dear.
Tobacco Barn, Nogales Highway just south of Valencia. Check tobaccobarntucson.com.
Or did everyone else get taller?
Oh, brother.
Quick, she's over here. I don't know. I just found her like this.
Yeah, she's banged up, but she'll be fine.
Oh, thank God. What can I do?
Just need the keys. And, sir?
Yeah?
Your car's gonna be fine.
Thank you.
Mobile detailing from Recon Auto Detailing. Tired of wear and tear on your vehicle or just tired of cleaning it yourself? We'll come to you. Book with us online and see why we have over 1,100 5-star reviews. Recon Auto Detailing. ReconDetail.com.
From offices, nobody covers your Cats like we do, with press conferences, coaches shows, and play-by-play.
It is over. Cats have won it.
We bring you all the stories, highlights, and analysis of your Arizona Wildcats. We are Wildcats Radio 1290.
Confidence is knowing you're ready to handle whatever comes your way. That's what it feels like to take on your workday with Cintas. They make sure your AEDs are up to date, your fire extinguishers are tested and inspected, your floor mats are cleaned and delivered, and your workwear looks good, feels good, and is freshly laundered with a Cintas Apparel Plus program. So are you ready to take on today? Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Find mom's best gift at Target. Now through Mother's Day, get up to 40% off gifts for her. Discover trendy apparel and swimwear that'll elevate any wardrobe.
jewelry that'll make her smile shine brighter, and even chocolate that'll turn any moment into something sweeter. There are endless options to choose from to show her she's the best. Hurry! Save 20 to 40% on select apparel, jewelry, chocolates, and more this Mother's Day only at Target. Restrictions apply.
Once upon a time, our family had trouble with pests around our home. Did you know that stinging insects send tons of people to the hospital? And teeny ticks and mosquitoes can be all around the yard. Their bites can make people and their pets sick. Mice, rats, and
you at ICCU.com. We are your home for Arizona athletics. This is Wildcats Radio, 1290.
DK on the Sports Tip. Wildcats Radio 1290.
And we're coming to you live from McKale Center. The floor here at McKale Center, sitting on the Arizona Wildcats basketball bench. It is Arizona Basketball Media Day. We talked to a number of the players earlier. We've got another one sitting down with us, second year here on the University of Arizona, Jackson Francois. If the name sounds familiar, he is the son of the AD here, Desiree Reed Francois. Jackson, appreciate you joining us. So 2 years now here at the University of Arizona. What was last year like finally getting settled here?
First off, thanks for having me. I appreciate it. Definitely a change of pace with the last name, right? But, no, it was great. We made a Sweet 16, and, hopefully we can build on that this year. Made some great friends. It was awesome. It's one of those experiences you look back in 15, 20 years, you're like, holy cow, I sat right down there when Caleb made the half-court shot. It's pretty awesome. So, it's like I'm living a dream. At the end of the day, that's what it's like. And, so it was really fun.
All right, so now when Mom comes to you and says, we're leaving to go to Arizona, we're leaving to go to Tucson, is your first question well, am I going to be able to play am I going to be able to be on the team there?
All right, so it was a little complicated because I committed to Missouri before she got there.
Oh, was that right? Okay.
And it's the absolute definition of helicopter parenting is that I'm going to college 2,000 miles away. I can't wait, right?
So that's why she went to Missouri.
And now it's like, the day before my senior year, yeah, Jackson, I'm going to follow you to college. I'm like, great. That's awesome. And you know what? It worked perfectly. Is what it did, right? We had a rough year the year before I got there at Missouri. She fired the coach I committed to, and but it was awesome. And it worked out unbelievable there, and you know what? It's working out really well here. It's one of those experiences, right? I saw the SEC, and now I saw the Big 12. It's something that's really cool, and it was a change, but it was for the better.
So now you went to the high school, Bishop Gorman, in Las Vegas.
I did.
What was that like?
As much as everyone likes to think is IMG Academy, it's not. We do have prom. We do have a real high school. And, what's great is I have a fellow Bishop Gorman Gale here, Jake Lastra, that's a manager out here. So
okay.
I loved Bishop Gorman. I loved Vegas. It's probably where I've lived the longest now. I've moved around. But you know what? It's awesome.
So you categorize yourself as a Vegas kid then?
I do. So my hometown on there, you got the bio pulled up. It does say Las Vegas.
Right. But where were you born?
I was born in Fresno. I've lived in 7 states.
Yeah, right. You're all over the place.
I'm a gypsy. I don't have a hometown. At the end of the day, you might say wherever you're from. No,
I'm from Cleveland, and
You're from Cleveland.
I'm from Cleveland.
Exactly.
That's my town.
Exactly. See, I used to live in Cincinnati, but I'm from America.
You're from America. There you go. We're all from America. We can definitely agree on that. Jackson Francois joins us. So I got to ask you because I'm from Cleveland. I got to know my buddy calls the games for Cleveland State.
Yep.
So I had met Dennis Gates a number of times before he left Cleveland State to go to Missouri. What was that like playing for Dennis?
Coach Gates is awesome.
Yeah.
He's a father figure to me. He's a second father to me, and I'm forever indebted to Coach Gates. And I think about what I do in my daily life is impacted by Coach. And he'll always be Coach to me, and Coach Lloyd will always be Coach to me, and I'm blessed to have both of those. But he's a father figure to me. It's what he is. He's unbelievable as a person. He's unbelievable as a coach. And I'm forever indebted to Coach Gates.
So what was your first impression of Tommy Lloyd then?
You know what? My first impression of him was that, I looked at the roster, and I was like, darn, we're good. We're really good. And B, I was like, what he does in a basketball sense is second to none. He's able to break down the game. He's able to teach the game. He's able to connect with his players, and it's something that, as a transfer, I really appreciate.
So growing up around college athletics, what was that like for you? What did you like about what you saw and the things your mom was doing and the events you would get to go to in all these different cities that you were in? What was fun about that for you?
It was awesome, right? My favorite team changed every couple of years.
Right,
outside
yeah.
of but it was really fun. We got to I met a coach when I was 5 years old in Maui, right? I'm walking, and then I committed to that coach 13 years later as a 17-year-old. So I think those are just those experiences. You're like, wow, you don't want to take it for granted, right? And so I have done my best to memorize those experiences, whether I was at Tennessee, whether I was at Virginia Tech, whether at UNLV. I think those experiences are those are my childhood. Is I lived through football and basketball seasons compared to years, right? So I think that's kind of the way I put it.
All right, so tell us about your game. Because we get to see you sparingly out there, but what's Jackson's game like? What got him the ability to be able to play on the college level?
I can really defend. I'd like to say I take pride in being an on-ball defender and a off-ball defender. And then I hopefully, depending on the day, I can shoot the basketball all right. And I do my best to bring energy. What my role is to be a walk-on, right? We're not going to play a lot, but you know what? We bring a lot of energy, and I want to make JB smile. I want to make Koa smile. I want to be able to, be a positive influence.
What do you think it's like for your mom on game nights? When you're out there and on the floor, is she nervous, Mom, or is she telling you when you get home, here's what I didn't like you did, here's what you need to do? What's that like?
All right, so one thing about my mom is she doesn't really know
basketball.
She knows basketball.
Okay.
Right? I'm not gonna say the athletic director does not know basketball. I would never say that. But so my dad played basketball. I've been in basketball first. She knows what's good and what's bad. So she's judging my body language. So my first game of college, I airballed my first shot, and you might have thought the world was ending. But you know what? It was she knows. She's probably a little anxious. She's like, oh, it's my kid, right? And she's like, oh, my kid's hair is bad today, whatever. But it's great on that aspect. Is it? She I don't think she's as anxious as I was when I was a freshman, right? I was unexperienced, right. Looked like a deer, literally looked like a 14-year-old. And so I think she's calmed down a little bit.
What are you studying here in school?
I'm an applied humanities with a focus in business major, but I really want to go to law school. And so I did an internship at a sports agency at CAA, which I was undeaded, was awesome. It was an unbelievable experience. And then I really want to go to law school and kind of figure it out from there. I think I want to stay working in college sports, which, my mom would probably be like, wow, you're really going to do the same thing I did? I'm like, yeah, sorry. Yeah. She did a pretty good job at it.
So what does Dad do? What's his gig?
So I don't know if that's a Daktronics scoreboard, but my dad works for Daktronics.
Okay.
And he sells scoreboards, but he worked in college athletics too, and that's where they met at San Jose State. So it's a long time before me, but I didn't say my mom's old on the radio. That'd be mean. But it was awesome. It was awesome.
You're the only child, is that correct?
I'm the only child, so I'm the only child. I've lived in
spoiled. You're kind of like me, spoiled.
I know. That's you and I. There you go. I'm the only child. I've moved around a lot. Got a dog. Got a cat. My mom saved a cat from a casino. It's a long story from a different radio show. She
saved a cat from a casino.
So we had a radio show when we were at UNLV, and I'll never forget this. I was probably in 8th grade, and she's like, yeah, you guys are at the radio show. So at UNLV, the radio shows are at the casinos.
Right, yeah.
Of course. And she's like, I can't come. I saved this cat and from a drunk guy. And I'm like, what happened? And so next thing you knew, we ended up with a foster cat that became a full-time cat, and he's lived in 3 different states as well. So he he really made the best out of his situation.
All right, for those of us that like to go to Las Vegas a lot, what's the one thing that Jackson Francois loves to do in his adopted city that we need to do when we go there? Whether it's like a restaurant or something to see, or what do you love to do?
I mean, there's so much in Vegas, right? And you don't have to gamble, you don't have to, but like I really like just the Ferris wheel at the link.
Oh, okay.
It's really cool. It's really
never
pretty.
gotten on that. I'm not. I'm a little bit. I would do that because I don't like the open Ferris wheels, but I would do that because it's
those are
closed.
closed.
Yeah,
and then
enclosed.
Vegas is a great sports town. It really is. I think the hockey games are great. The food is unreal, right? Like any place in Vegas down the strip, it's gonna
Do you have a favorite restaurant? What's your
the Golden Steer is a steakhouse that
Okay.
is probably go for your birthday or something like that. It's unbelievable. But like even the little cut-ins like right off the strip, you're like, wow, like I can't believe I'm standing here right now. They're unbelievable. And I think that's the beauty of Vegas is that as much as touristy as it is that it's a city and like people live there and it gets a bad rap on that aspect.
Are you looking forward to the A's moving there?
So my mom is a huge Oakland A's fan.
Exactly.
Oh, she's from the Bay Area. So her grandmother was buried with the A's cap.
Oh wow.
She is no longer an A's fan now that they moved out of her hometown.
I like that.
She's not a fan
I
of
like
the
that.
Sacramento A's.
I like that.
I was gonna say you lost your football team probably,
Right, yeah.
and so she's not a fan of the Sacramento A's. When we get to Vegas, we'll reevaluate.
We'll see, right?
But currently, we're Cincinnati Reds fans. So.
Okay. Now I know her brother Roman is very important to her. What's he meant to your life, Uncle Roman?
He's just an inspiration. What the challenges that he goes through every day, you're like, wow, like. I mean, they're unheard of, right? Like, people don't deserve to go through what he deserves through, and what he does is he attacks every day with a smile, and you breathe, and you eat, and you sleep, and you realize, wow, what he's done with his challenges is just as big as an impact as my mom has made, right? Like I'm immensely proud of him. I look up to him, and he's someone that I can always call, and I appreciate that for him.
Has he given you any advice that you kind of follow, having been a athlete himself?
Yeah, so he's given me some great advice. He always said to breathe, right? Like, I mean, sometimes you're not on the court a whole lot, right? And you get on the court and you're like, right? Like, so I think that's something that's important. And so he told me to slow down, enjoy the moment, right? I'm playing at Arizona, like that's awesome.
What do you think of this new court here?
It's unbelievable. I didn't know green went on a basketball court until I saw the cactus logo, and I mean, I think they did a great job of the modern day take on the logo. I'm definitely going to shoot some shots and warm-ups from over there and see if I can make them.
Who's gonna have the highest logo percentage on this team?
I hope no one shoots any shots from the logo. I hope we take good shots. That would be that would make me really happy.
How far is it How far is it from the edge of the logo here?
I would say that's got to be an NBA 3, like well beyond an NBA 3.
That's probably a good NBA 3. I like the shaded interior.
They did a great. I'm telling you, they did a great job. Thank you to Desert Diamond and making sure that
look at you
we have
shouting out the corporate sponsors, man. You know the drill.
I may or may not have been trained for 15 years.
My wife
for
works
this.
at Banner, so I got to shout out Banner.
Shout out Banner.
University Medical Center.
Exactly.
Right,
exactly. But no, you know what? They did a phenomenal job. Like, I mean, it's the best court in the country. It's second to none. Maybe the checkerboard at Tennessee is up there, but like, this is unbelievable.
There you go. Are you doing any of the spinning at the post move party? Are you gonna get out there and get on the wheels?
I have the worst rhythm of all time, and I really hope I don't do any spinning. That would be really bad. I'm gonna make sure, for your sake, for your listeners' sake, for probably everybody's sanity, is that I'm not right there with Shaq.
There you go. Jackson, appreciate you taking a few minutes to join us, brother.
Awesome. Thank you. It was my pleasure.
Congratulations on being here, and good luck with year 2.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Bear down.
Jackson Francois, guard for your Arizona Wildcats. DK on the sports tip. Let's get cricket and getting you home traffic-wise. It's getting maybe ugly out there in some parts of town with the traffic and the weather.
From the AutoNation Honda and BMW of Tucson Traffic Center, this is Wildcats Radio 1290 Traffic and Weather together. Southbound I-19 has been reopened between San Javier and Pima Mine Road. Collisions, Nogales Highway and Aerospace Parkway still were the really heavy backups on southbound Nogales Highway between Valencia and Aerospace Parkway. Kinney Road and Bop Road, a wreck there. Some backups on the eastbound side of I-10 approaching and passing Alvernon Way. Also backups for travel that's headed westbound on I-10 near Ruthroff El Camino del Cerro. For your weather, storms likely through 7 tonight. Tomorrow, 30% chance of rain and 93. And I'm Cricket with your Wildcats Radio, 1290 traffic and weather together.
This report is sponsored by Rooter Ranger 24/7 Plumbing, Sewer, and Drains. For fast, affordable plumbing and emergency drain services, call Rooter Ranger and get out of plumbing danger. RooterRanger.com.
888-7-RANGER. Get you out of plumbing danger.
Essential Pest Control leaves bugs belly up with science.
Smart solutions to eliminate bugs, termites, weeds, and more.
Science nerds, choose Essential.
Essential Pest Control leaves bugs belly up. Call 886-3029 or visit essentialpest.com.
This is Ron. I'm the president of Alaskan AC. Our main job is keeping you comfortable, and we hope that puts a smile on your face. But we recently met someone we just made smile just by being on the radio.
I giggle every time I hear you guys come on. My daughter laughs at me because I can hear the jingle start and I immediately turn
covers
it on.
your cats like we do with press conferences, coaches shows, and play-by-play.
It is over. Cats have won it.
We bring you all the stories, highlights, and analysis of your Arizona Wildcats. We are Wildcats Radio 1290.
Confidence is knowing you're ready to handle whatever comes your way. That's what it feels like to take on your workday with Cintas. They make sure your AEDs are up to date, your fire extinguishers are tested and inspected, your floor mats are cleaned and delivered, and your workwear looks good, feels good, and is freshly laundered with the Cintas Apparel Plus program. So are you ready to take on today? Visit Cintas.com and get ready for the workday.
Find mom's best gift at Target. Now through Mother's Day, get up to 40% off gifts for her. Discover trendy apparel and swimwear that'll elevate any wardrobe. Jewelry that'll make her smile shine brighter, and even chocolate that'll turn any moment into something sweeter. There are endless options to choose from to show her she's the best. Hurry! Save 20 to 40% on select apparel, jewelry, chocolates, and more this Mother's Day only at Target. Restrictions apply.
Once upon a time, our family had trouble with pests around our home. Did you know that stinging insects send tons of people to the hospital? And teeny ticks and mosquitoes can be all around the yard. Their bites can make people and their pets sick. Mice, rats, and roaches need food and water just like us. You do not want them to visit. They can spread disease and make it hard to breathe. I'm sure glad this story has a happy ending.
Learn how to protect your family at pestworld.org. A public service message from the National Pest Management Association.
It's DK on the sports tip. Did you hear what we were talking about?
Doing a lot of around the house work. New tub. We had to break up the concrete, reset the pipe.
You're going to start your own show?
Not a chance. I'm not a big HGTV guy.
How much of that work are you doing yourself?
The stripping was kind of my job. I ended up taking
stripping?
I took
You're
out the
stripping?
linoleum. I stripped out the
Am
linoleum.
I not paying you enough money that you got to strip for a living? DK on the sports tip, Monday through Fridays at 3, right here on Wildcats Radio, 1290.
At Straight Talk, we are all about no-brainers. Calling Grandma for her recipe, no-brainer. Streaming one more episode at 2 a.m., big no-brainer. Getting real unlimited data where you buy bananas, the ultimate no-brainer. Switch now and get a free Samsung Galaxy A16 5G or Moto G Power 5G 2024 with select plans. Straight Talk, real unlimited data. Available at Walmart and straighttalk.com. Offer valid through 5/19/25. Taxes and fees apply. Requires in-store single line activation on qualifying plan. For network management practices, visit straighttalk.com/terms. Copyright 2025 Verizon.
Do you disregard people's personal space? Sitting next to people in public, even if there are tons of open seats? Do people ask, how do you sleep at night? Then you should get a mattress from Mattress Firm. They can help anyone sleep. Mattress Firm's 72-hour sale is happening now. Save up to 72% off on top brands, with queens starting at $149.99. Get matched at Mattress Firm. Sleep at night. Restrictions apply. See store or mattressfirm.com for details.
When I found out my son was smoking weed, I thought it was just part of adolescence.
But then I found out how powerful weed is now.
When teens use vapes or dabs, the potency can be 80 to 100% THC.
Use of high THC products by youth can cause hallucinations, cannabis-induced psychosis,
and come with increased risks of suicidal thoughts,
planning, and attempts.
Just Say No, KNOW. Go to justsayno.org today for the facts.
A public service message from Johnny's Ambassadors.
We bring you all the news and stories of your Arizona Wildcats. Be sure to follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Wildcats Radio 1290 for the latest highlights and commentary. Your home for U of A athletics, Wildcats Radio 1290.
More than 6 million kids in the U.S. have ADHD, and many aren't getting the support they need. At understood.org, we can help. Sometimes in class, the only thing your child can focus on are the thoughts racing through their head.
Why am I always falling behind? Why do I feel so alone? So different.
Your child is looking to you for answers. But as a parent, you probably have a lot of questions too. What should I do next? Where do I even start? At understood.org, we provide parents with the resources they need to help kids with ADHD thrive. Your child wants to thrive. Be the reason they do. Visit understood.org/the reason to get started.
DK on the sports tip. Wildcats Radio 1290.
520-848-1290. 520-848-1290 is the number to get in on the program. You can call us from that number. You can text us from that number. We are, or at that number, I should say. We are at McKale Center, where it sounds like there are sheets of rain happening around the building. Just looking at the AccuWeather map right now, it looks like we are right at the south portion of a tremendous, tremendous storm that is coming through southern Arizona right now.
Well, you didn't believe me
if you're
10 minutes ago when I told you there's a big storm coming?
I saw the video you sent, J-Dub.
you.
Yeah, I believed you. I just didn't think that it was going to reach us all the way up here from where the station was.
I mean, I think I first saw it like coming from Marana way, and I didn't know if it was going to actually continue to rain this way. But, man, like I said, probably the loudest rain noise on our roof here at the station I've heard all year.
If you are in the vicinity of North Country Club and East Fort Lowell, you are getting hammered right now. That's the purple part of this cell that I'm looking at.
That's kind of literally where I live.
Yeah, there you go. I hope Paige has the windows and the doors shut. In fact, we are kind of at the south end of this vortex, but it sounds like it's really hitting hard here on campus right now. So keep us, if you're out there right now on the street,
be safe.
520-848-1290. Keep us abreast of anything we might need to know. Power lines down, trees down, anything of that nature. Please let us know at 520-848-1290. All right, let's give you your Diamondbacks download for today.
Diamondbacks download. Baseball talk.
All right. What do we got going on over here?
It looks like they've got some towels and a trash can out here on the court.
Yeah, we got a leak happening. This is an older
It's
building.
It's a big roof.
This is
Better now than 2 months from now, guys.
Yes,
Exactly.
absolutely. No, better here than now.
This is this building opened in 1972, was it?
I think 76.
So no,
if I remember.
no,
Yeah,
it was
something
before
like
that. I think it was because I think it's I want to say early 70s because Bob Elliott and them it opened I think right around their freshman year, if I'm not mistaken, was in there. I think their freshman year was 73. So I
1973
think
would be
73.
February 1st, according to the internet.
So it's a little bit of an old
52.
about 52 years old. So you're going to have some leaks here and there. I don't know if you guys heard it when Brent Brennan the other day was talking about he used to have the supply closet as his office. I think that's the same. If I'm not mistaken, that's the same supply closet that was my office when I first got here and I was working for IMG. There is an office that is on the I guess this would be the southwest side of the building, and it is there's no windows it's just like literally that's what it was. They kept supplies in there and then they turned it in and you could put some tables and some desks, and I think there were 3 of us in there at the time that I was here that had that office, and I think people still utilize that particular room for sure. So how cool was that if that's the same office that Brent was talking about? I shared the same office that Brent Brennan did here when he was a GA. He talks about the times when he was a GA here for Dick.
So you guys are supply closet buddies.
Supply closet buddies. Indeed. All right. Last night was good for your Diamondbacks, and it was really good for this kid right here.
Now the 1-2 from Walker is cued. Back to the mound. It's under Walker's glove. Carroll scores, and the Diamondbacks win. 6-5 is your final. Lawler with a little sneeze that somehow gets past Ryan Walker, and once that happened, Carroll, you knew he was going to score.
Jordan Lawler, bases loaded, nobody out. I mean, a check swing dribbler that scores the winning run to give the Diamondbacks what, after last night, was their 4th consecutive victory. And we talked about Jordan yesterday. Great for him to have that situation right there. To really put some more confidence into that young man to be able to drive in the winning run in a game that really matters in September.
They need him, right? They need that bat.
Oh, yeah.
He's got a smooth swing. So, building on the confidence of getting a game-winning hit after, especially the first call-up this year, guys, he really struggled. So, yeah, it's got to be great for the young man's confidence.
And especially considering the fact that the previous game, again, we're talking about the first game of the series against the Giants, he was about 2 feet away from clearing that fence, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
and then this time, he gets the game winner. I mean, that's a pretty good back-to-back day. Got good power on one, managed to go ahead and get just enough power and put it in the right spot to win the game. So right now, he's found his groove, it seems, at the plate for the Diamondbacks.
So apparently we've sprung another leak down here. It seems like it's all at the west end of the building. Down at the visitors' side here, where they've got another trash can and a bunch of towels down there. Nothing down at our end. We're pretty good so far. This
at least not that we've noticed.
This must be the good end of the building here, and luckily none
it's
of the,
McKale. Both ends are good ends.
Luckily, none of the TV folks are getting wet because they're still. I think the television folks had the second half of the day out here today, so we've got a lot of them still doing their interviews, whereas mostly it was the radio and other media that was on the front side of the event here today. But, so we're dry. We're dry here for the moment, which is a good thing. All right, let's hear from Torey Lovello after last night's walk-off win, 6-5 over the San Francisco Giants.
Our margins for error are tiny. We've got to go out there and play good baseball games and continue to fight for everything that we can on the baseball field between the white lines. We got to prep, and when I watch us come back from a 4-0 deficit and continue to grind and have gritty at bats and gritty moments after making some early mistakes. Look, we missed the cutoff man. We're not going to miss those things. We're going to tighten that down. Missed the cutoff man, led to some runs, pitch sequencing early in the game. Our situational hitting, I felt like could have been better. But despite all those things, these guys just continue to grind and continue to go out there and believe that they're going to win a baseball game. Their two best pitchers came in late in the game. We built some innings, and we finally broke through there in the bottom of the 9th inning. So a lot of good things happened here today, but the bottom line is we won a game. And we could play better, and we will, but we're going to enjoy it. Like I said last night, there was a really nice celebration in there. And I really enjoy watching them have that moment. Great fan support today, continues to grow and build and get better. We can feel their vibe, feel their energy, and it's getting real. That's what I can say. It's getting real. But we got to keep grinding. We got to keep doing the things that we do.
Well, talk about grinding. How about today's game? Day game, 0-0 through 10 today at Chase Field. Brandon Pfaadt pitches 9 innings, allows 1 hit, walks 1, strikes out 7. Does not get a win, does not get a complete game because the game did not end after 9 innings. Justin Verlander, who, 2 weeks ago we were ready to bury, but has found himself down the stretch. 7 shutout innings, 3 hits, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts. This game would go to the 11th inning, where unfortunately the Giants would get 5 runs in their half of the 11th, and the Diamondbacks could only scarf over 1 in the bottom of that frame. And the Giants get out of Phoenix, avoid being swept. They win it today 5-1 in 11 innings. Let's hear from Torrey after that gut-wrenching loss.
We had some things go our way today, but we just couldn't close the deal on some very key situations. That's the thought I'm having right now. We unfortunately couldn't capitalize on an unreal start by Brandon Pfaadt, so it's 9 strong innings, 6 pitches, 97 pitches, and you start to get concerned about the up downs. It was his 9th inning. He's never pitched that deep into a baseball game, but didn't let it affect him. He went out there and executed an unbelievable game plan and just got into a great rhythm with McCann. We picked up that leadoff triple. We got a runner to third base, less than 2 outs the following inning, and the name of the game is executing at the most critical times. And unfortunately, we couldn't do that. Not for lack of effort, not for lack of trying. These guys know how to do it. We just couldn't deliver, and that's the frustrating part of this day. I felt like we were in position to win that game. We just couldn't pull the trigger and get it done. But we got to remember what our objectives are. It's not going to change. My mindset isn't going to change. Their mindset isn't going to change. We got to win baseball games, plain and simple. I don't care how we do it. We got to, flush this one as fast as possible. This one hurt. This one definitely hurt. They all hurt this time of the year, but flush it as fast as possible. We got another huge series coming up against the Phillies, and we got to go out and be at our competitive best. That's all I can say about what our mindset is right now, in dealing with some of this frustration.
All right, 5-1 the final today at Chase Field. Giants win over the Diamondbacks, who are now 2 games behind the Mets. Now the good news, 5th inning in New York, Padres 6, Mets 2. We can officially start watching some scoreboards, which is always the best part of the last 2 weeks of the season. We can watch some scoreboards. The Mets are losing right now.
You can
That's
watch
not good news for
No.
Dragon Ball.
No, it's not good news. It's not good news for me or my dad, but I will say this. You can watch scoreboards. I'm looking at overall record. This is around the same time. Every time we talk about the Diamondbacks and them making a push for a playoff race, they're 2 games over 500.
Right.
This is where we start to see it all come crumbling back to reality.
Maybe that's why it was frustrating.
Yeah.
You couldn't get to that.
You're just
third
there.
game over 500.
We're 77 and 76 right now for the Diamondbacks right now.
Okay, Mr. Baseball Purist, how do you feel about 10 scoreless innings and a 5-1 final?
Yeah, that's tough. Those are, again, when you talk about it, you're probably the guy that's eventually going to be your ace, going out there and giving you an ace performance like that, 1 hit in 9 innings, and you can't come away with a victory. those are the ones. I mean, that now, granted, like I'll have to go back and see. Like it sounds like they maybe had some scoring opportunities that they couldn't get across and that kind of thing. But and it wasn't like I don't think it was a mistake situation like what we saw last year when they blew that game, that Sunday game in Milwaukee, and it all kind of came apart. And you look back and you missed the playoffs by one game, and you look at that maybe one game. But this could be. I mean, if you don't get in and there's one game, man, you're going to look back and this might be the game you look back at and say, wow, we had a chance to win that day, get that sweep, and go into the off day with the Phillies coming in feeling really, really good. And now we got to stew over that on a day off Thursday and come out Friday night and try to shake it off then. The Reds did lose. The Reds won today. I'm sorry. The Reds beat the Cardinals. So they stay on the Diamondbacks' butt in this wild card chase.
4 out of the 5 were earned. So they did earn those 5 runs.
Yeah.
4 out of 5.
There you go. All right, DK on the sports tip, 520-848-1290. So, again, off day tomorrow, and then the Philadelphia Phillies will come in for 3. This is a 9-game homestand. So 3 first games are out of the way. You got the Phillies coming in Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday afternoon. And then the Dodgers, after an off day on Monday, it'll be the final 3 games of the regular season at home. The Dodgers, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Gosh, I hope we don't have them celebrating a division championship during that stretch and jumping in the pool like they did that one year. That would not be fun. That would not be fun.
Somebody take Shohei's towel away from him.
All right, let's get our final break in here. We'll come back. We'll give you your BetMGM Network top plays. We have a play on a game that's in progress. We are really in the hole. That's all I'm going to say. We are really, really. Paul Skeens couldn't even keep us out of the hole last night. You're listening to Wildcats Radio 1290.
From the AutoNation Honda and BMW of Tucson Traffic Center, this is Wildcats Radio 1290 Traffic and Weather Together. Crash at Nogales Highway and Aerospace Parkway, backups on southbound Nogales Highway as you approach Los Reales to Aerospace Parkway. Really busy travel on westbound Valencia approaching and passing I-19, Ajo and Mission westbound and southbound. Some slow and go travel on the eastbound side of I-10 as you approach Ajo Kino to as you pass Valencia. For your weather, they say storms are likely through 7. Tomorrow, 30% chance of rain and 93 and about 89 now. I'm Cricket with your Wildcats Radio 1290 Traffic and Weather Together.
Do you need your home repiped? Having trouble with your water heater? Leaking toilet? Have you ever thought about an instant recorded seweroscopy? Then call Economy Plumbing Service at 885-3510. Because if water goes through it or to it, we do it. Economy Plumbing, 885-3510.
This report is sponsored by Rooter Ranger 24/7 Plumbing, Sewer, and Drains. For fast, affordable plumbing and emergency drain services, call Rooter Ranger and get out of plumbing danger. RooterRanger.com.
888-7-RANGER. Get you out of plumbing danger.
Coverage varies by plan. View contracts and exclusions at EnduranceWarranty.com.
If you're driving a car or truck with an expired warranty and suddenly lost your transmission or needed a full engine repair, would a $4,000 repair bill leave you stranded? I'm Danica Patrick. Don't get caught off guard with a vehicle breakdown. Choose the company I trust, Endurance. No matter the mileage, if your vehicle is less than 20 years old, Endurance offers auto protection plans for any budget. Protection on the drivetrain, electrical, transmission, AC, and more. Plus 24/7 roadside assistance and rental car reimbursement on any plan. Endurance handles everything, from making the claim to paying the certified mechanic of your choice. Act now and get 1 full year of elite benefits, a $2,000 value, free.
Call for your fast free quote today. Call 800-289-6215. That's 800-289-6215. 800-289-6215.
O'Reilly.
Check engine, ABS, or maintenance light on? Take the guesswork out of your warning lights with O'Reilly Veriscan. The service is free and provides a report with solutions verified by ASE certified master technicians. And if you need help, we can recommend a shop for you. Ask for O'Reilly Veriscan today.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Lanny went to college and racked up huge debt.
A little bit over $100,000.
For a
Nobody
degree.
covers your Cats like we do, with press conferences, coaches shows, and play-by-play.
It is over. Cats have won it.
We bring you all the stories, highlights, and analysis of your Arizona Wildcats. We are Wildcats Radio 1290.
Confidence is knowing you're ready to handle whatever comes your way. That's what it feels like to take on your workday with Cintas. They make sure your AEDs are up to date, your fire extinguishers are tested and inspected, your floor mats are cleaned and delivered, and your workwear looks good, feels good, and is freshly laundered with the Cintas Apparel Plus program. So are you ready to take on today? Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Find mom's best gift at Target. Now through Mother's Day, get up to 40% off gifts for her. Discover trendy apparel and swimwear that'll elevate any wardrobe. Jewelry that'll make her smile shine brighter, and even chocolate that'll turn any moment into something sweeter. There are endless options to choose from to show her she's the best. Hurry! Save 20 to 40% on select apparel, jewelry, chocolates, and more this Mother's Day only at Target. Restrictions apply.
Once upon a time, our family had trouble with pests around our home. Did you know that stinging insects send tons of people to the hospital? And teeny ticks and mosquitoes can be all around the yard. Their bites can make people and their pets sick. Mice, rats, and roaches need food and water just like us. You do not want them to visit. They can spread disease and make it hard to breathe. I'm sure glad this story has a happy ending.
Learn how to protect your family at pestworld.org. A public service message from the National Pest Management Association.
It's DK on the sports tip. Did you hear what we were talking about? Doing a lot of around the house work. New tub. We had to break up the concrete, reset the pipe.
You're going to start your own show?
Not a chance. I'm not a big HGTV guy.
How much of that work are you doing yourself?
The stripping was kind of my job. I ended up taking
stripping?
I took
You're
out the
stripping?
linoleum. I stripped out the
Am
linoleum.
I not paying you enough money that you got to strip for a living?
DK on the sports tip, Monday through Fridays at 3, right here on Wildcats Radio, 1290.
At Straight Talk, we are all about no-brainers. Calling Grandma for her recipe, no-brainer. Streaming one more episode at 2 a.m., big no-brainer. Getting real unlimited data where you buy bananas, the ultimate no-brainer. Switch now and get a free Samsung Galaxy A16 5G or Moto G Power 5G 2024 with select plans. Straight Talk, real unlimited data. Available at Walmart and straighttalk.com. Offer valid through 5/19/25. Taxes and fees apply. Requires in-store single line activation on qualifying plan. For network management practices, visit straighttalk.com/terms. Copyright 2025 Verizon.
Do you disregard people's personal space? Sitting next to people in public, even if there are tons of open seats? Do people ask, how do you sleep at night? Then you should get a mattress from Mattress Firm. They can help anyone sleep. Mattress Firm's 72-hour sale is happening now. Save up to 72% off on top brands, with queens starting at $149.99. Get matched at Mattress Firm. Sleep at night. Restrictions apply. See store or mattressfirm.com for details.
When I found out my son was smoking weed, I thought it was just part of adolescence.
But then I found out how powerful weed is now.
When teens use vapes or dabs, the potency can be 80 to 100% THC.
Use of high THC products by youth can cause hallucinations, cannabis-induced psychosis,
and come with increased risks of suicidal thoughts,
planning, and attempts.
Just Say No, KNOW. Go to justsayno.org today for the facts.
A public service message from Johnny's Ambassadors.
We bring you all the news and stories of your Arizona Wildcats. Be sure to follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Wildcats. DK on the sports tip. Wildcats Radio 1290.
Final segment of our show here from McKale Center today on Arizona Basketball Media Day. 520-848-1290. Call us, text us, check in. If you're watching on any of our video streams, YouTube, Machiavelli checks in on the YouTube stream, says DK doing work. Says Jaden Bradley is a badass defender. Pesky and relentless, a quality dude. Machiavelli checking in. Appreciate you, Mac, following the show on our YouTube channel. Head on over there, Wildcats Radio 1290. If you miss any of our shows, we'll have some of the video of some of these interviews up as well. There were a lot of them, so bear with us. We'll get these up as quickly as we can over the course of the next few days to week or so, and so you can have a chance to hear from your Arizona Wildcats for sure. A lot of good stuff out here today in terms of Media Day and the structure of the way they set this up. It really worked out well for everybody involved. Let's give you a check of your WNBA scoreboard. 4 minutes to go, second quarter at the McKale Center. Phoenix Mercury with an 18-5 second quarter, leading the New York Liberty by a score of 41-30 right now. Satu Sabali, who had a horrible game in game one, going 2 for 17, 4 for 6 to start the game today. 12 points for Satu Sabali. The bench has got 12 points as well from the bench. Duana Bonner, Catherine Westbeld, and Sammy Whitcomb combining for those 12 points off the bench, shooting 5 of 8. 5 of 8. Those three players shooting off the bench. And the Phoenix Mercury now up by 13, 43-30, second quarter over the New York Liberty. All right, we want to give you your BetMGM Network top play for today.
I'm Jack Fritz, helping you beat the books with the BetMGM Network. It's never too early to look ahead, and I'm looking ahead to Dolphins-Bills on Thursday night. Shouldn't be much of a fight from the Dolphins in this one, but I am eyeing a Dalton Kincaid anytime touchdown. Bet smarter and beat the books. Download the BetMGM app today. Please gamble responsibly.
All right, there you go. You got your, we'll probably have you another play or two for that Thursday night game coming up for you tomorrow on the shore. It'll be a short show, as it always is, on Thursday from 3 until 4:30 tomorrow. But we will have a chance to chat with you and get you set for Thursday night football between the Dolphins and the Bills. I do want to tell you about the sweet deal we've got going for you this week. It is coming up Friday, and it'll be at WildcatsRadio1290.com at 8:30 a.m. This is a sweet deal for Redbird Scratch Kitchen and Bar. Redbird Scratch Kitchen and Bar, locally owned, Tucson-born, all about scratch-made comfort food and craft cocktails. There are 2 locations now. The Oracle and Orange Grove location, but there's a new location now at the Village at Sam Hughes. Every dish is made in-house with care, from their hand-smashed burgers and wings to fresh salads, tacos, inventive cocktails, house-made syrups, and fresh juices. Whether you're there for happy hour, dinner, or to catch the game, expect a welcoming vibe and service that makes you feel at home. If you don't know much about Redbird Scratch Kitchen and Bar, head on over to their website, redbirdrestaurants.com. You can learn more there. Again, this is a sweet deal for you on our website, as we have them most Friday mornings at 8:30 a.m. at WildcatsRadio1290.com. All right, so in terms of our BetMGM Network top plays, yesterday we had Paul Skeens. We'd had some success with Paul Skeens in the first 5 innings. We had Pirates-Cubs under 3, first 5 innings with Paul Skeens on the mound. And what happens? Paul Skeens gives up 2 runs in the first inning. 2 runs in the first inning of the game, and ends up with 4 runs allowed in the first 5 innings. So we took another L on that. I'm going to just you got, I think, hit the on button there on that. We're having a little bit of a power issue here, maybe with the storms. Hit the power button right there, top left corner, towards you, right there, and see if that.
Your other left.
Yeah, exactly. Your other left there. So we have now lost. We have dropped to 24-40. 24-40 overall. And we are $209.38 in the hole in terms of our BetMGM Network top plays. So not good. Not good. We've got tonight, we've got a game happening right now. We've got the Red Sox minus 1.5 on the run line over the Athletics at plus 125. And right now the Athletics, of course, are winning that game in the top of the 6th by a score of 4-3. So we are not making any headway whatsoever in our BetMGM Network top plays. All right, let's get you apparently the situation, J-Dub, just so you're aware, we may be running out of power here on our system. So we're going to get you our we're going to get you our
McKale's running out of power?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they're running out of power or we're just running out of power.
Well, good news is you only got 5 minutes left.
There you go. There you go. So we're going to get you your Casino del Sol replay right now. It is brought to you by Casino del Sol, home of award-winning dining, gaming, resorts, and golf. We talked to a bunch of the Arizona Wildcats today, including the point guard at Point Guard U, Jaden Bradley, in his second season. And I asked Jaden what it means to him to carry on that moniker of being the point guard at this fabulous university.
People that's come before me, Stoudemire, Bibby, even the other recent guards we had, and so just knowing the history behind that, and it's just it's bigger than basketball. It's a legacy trying to carry on, and so I'm excited to play after those guys, and they still watch and come back. So just grateful for their support and excited to just be in those conversations.
How did you evaluate your first run in this program here?
I loved it. You want to come in a new spot and have big shoes to fill, and Coach Lloyd and just the Arizona program is a well looked upon program, and so just coming in, and we didn't have a perfect season that we wanted, on paper. But,
about 10 seconds.
We had some ups and downs, and it's about how you navigate through the tough times, and I feel like we did a decent job with that.
All right, that was Jaden Bradley with your Casino del Sol replay from today. The point guard here at Point Guard U, Casino del Sol. As always, it is the home of just about everything you would want to do. You've got gaming, you've got resorts, you've got award-winning dining, you've got golf at Sawilo. All of that, head on out to Casino del Sol. All right, before we get out of here, I want to just let you know there is a National Weather Service emergency alert right now. We've got a flash flood warning that is in effect for Pima County until 7:45. This is a dangerous and life-threatening situation. Do not attempt to travel unless you are fleeing an area subject to flooding or under an evacuation order. Obviously, stay out of washes. Please do not drive into any washes. There's been a ton of heavy rain, as we've been talking about in the last hour here in the area, so we are under a flash flood warning until 7:45 tonight. So that's a little under 2 hours. So just be careful, because a lot of these times those floods don't start to really roll until after the rain has subsided here in the area. It sounds like it may have stopped raining here around the campus area, but just be careful if you're in and around washes here in southern Arizona this evening. All right, that is going to pretty much wrap up our show from down here at McKale Center. I'd like to thank all of the guys that joined us on the program today. We had a chance to chat with Dwayne Aristode. I got to ask you, Dragon Ball, Air Stode. Do we like that? Air Stode, who he grew up loving Air Jordan. Air Stode, is that a good one, guys? Do we like Air Stode, or should we go?
Ask
go
me
a different
again
way?
after the Red Blue Dunk Contest.
Yeah, I think we got to go ahead and we got to make sure that we have it all options open on the table before we get to the first tip-off of the season.
There you go. There you go. Dwayne Aristode, Anthony Del Orso, Ivan Karchenkov, Koa Pete, Moteus Krivas, not Mo, but Moteus Krivas, Evan Nelson, Toby Awaka, Mabil Maut, not Muat, but Maut. And then we got a chance to talk as well to Jackson Francois.
Jackson's great.
Yeah, he was really fun guy. Yeah, very level-headed. You can tell he comes from a very good family.
7 states, too. In 20
yeah, that's
years.
hey, I can feel that. I know what that life is like. My mother was not in athletics, but she was in broadcasting, so we moved around quite a bit. Thanks J-Dub to you for all the hard work back there in studio, spinning the dials. Dragon Ball here on site doing yeoman's work as well.
Real quick, DK,
Yes.
these interviews that you did today will be up on our website. If
Yes.
anybody missed any of those interviews DK just mentioned, shortly.
There you go. We'll have those up for you for sure, and then we'll get the video up on our YouTube channel as well, so be there for that. For Cricket, for J-Dub, for Dragon Ball, I'm David Kelly. That's our time for tonight. Thank you very much for your time. We'll talk to you tomorrow. DK on the Sport Tip, 3 o'clock, right here, Wildcats Radio, 1290.
From the AutoNation Honda and BMW of Tucson Traffic Center, this is Wildcats Radio, 1290 Traffic and Weather Together. With collisions 22nd Street near Alvernon Way, Valencia, Midvale Park, Prince Road near Stone, Rita Road and I-10 reports of traffic signals malfunctioning. And expect the potential for slowdowns
Have a great
all
evening,
across town
guys.
due to rain that they say storms likely until 7. And I'm Cricket with your Wildcats Radio, 1290 Traffic and Weather Together.
This report is sponsored by Superstar Car Wash.
Superstar Car Wash, the car wash with superpowers. Sign up for a free car wash today.
Hey, DK,
That's
I
right,
got
totally
the,
free
K2C
for a limited
and
time.
KCUB
Because we
stuff for
love
tomorrow
what
and
makes you
Friday.
shine.
They're all in.
See website for details.
Awesome. Thank you.
Discover luxury at BMW
I have
of
all
Tucson,
100
your
done.
premier BMW
I just only
dealership.
day parted the
Explore
10
our
for
extensive
K2C and 10 for
inventory, lease
KCB for
specials,
tomorrow and Friday.
Nobody covers your Cats like we do, with press conferences, coaches shows, and play-by-play.
It is over. Cats have won it.
We bring you all the stories, highlights, and analysis of your Arizona Wildcats. We are Wildcats Radio 1290.
Confidence is knowing you're ready to handle whatever comes your way. That's what it feels like to take on your workday with Cintas. They make sure your AEDs are up to date, your fire extinguishers are tested and inspected, your floor mats are clean,